All right. What is up, guys? This is a meeting at the Pentagon. I hope everyone, the timing of this, don't keep Miller's waiting. He's going to be in the chat for this one. But what's it called? Thank you everyone for coming here for this tonight. I tried my best to get everything organized. Bad news, one of the people will not be attending, aka 589 will not be here. And yeah. So I have I got quite a squad with me. I guess you could say Avengers Assemble. Let me go ahead and reveal that real fast. I got a squad with me, okay? So everyone here now that I'm undeafened, I need everyone to sound off and introduce yourselves real quick. Starting, I guess I'll start with myself. You guys already know who I am. I'm DJ Tags. I have about a half an S lifetime. I've been playing for 2 years. I'm about top 600 now in Legends. And don't always take my word because I'm just guessing, obviously. And then we'll go down the list. Yeah, next in line.
Yeah, that'd be me, Dark Archer. Let's see. I've been playing for about 2 years. About 66Q on the lifetime coins. Farming about tier 18, tier 17, depending on the situation. And I enjoy the game. Next.
Hello, I'm Eagle. I've been playing for about a year and a half, and I'm also a Legends top 600 player.
I'm Greeny. I've been playing for just about 3.5 years now. I'm at 15, a little over 15S lifetime coins, and I've been top 10 globally pretty consistently for the past 6 months.
All right, next.
Hey, Hopadillo. Been playing for about 2 years. Been playing, actually watching the game since last July. Hanging in Legends and 200 small Q.
Guys, it's JP978. I've been playing for a couple years now, hanging around in Legends, and I'm just here to watch the world burn.
I'm Pyroshade. I playing for about a year and a half. I just hit the 1 little Q lifetime coins recently. Farming T10 and trying to stay in champs.
Hey, I'm Rubber Duck Sauce. Coming up on 2 years, top 1,000 Legends player, and I'm about 360 big Q.
Yo, what's going on, guys? TM's here. Self-proclaimed #1 ranked platinum player on the planet, and yeah, the game's been fun. I've been playing for around 7-8 months now.
Yo, what up, everybody? This is the Candyman, or Andre, as everyone knows in my Discord. Been playing for a year and a few days. I'm about 100 big Q lifetime coins. Yeah, top, I don't know, 6 in Legend, around there. And yeah, I'm just watching the world burn.
Hey everybody, I'm Versetti. About 10S lifetime coins, usually in the top 50 to...
All right, how about now? Okay, now it looks like my bitrate now, it like tripled just now. I don't know, is that better, or let me give it a second.
Check your task manager also.
Yeah, hold on a second. Jeez.
Hold on while we deal with these technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just give me 1 second.
You got like a holding screen tags. You can put everyone on hold.
I could.
No jeopardy.
I could, yeah, I could do that. You do that. It says the bitrate's fine now.
Yeah, I just refreshed my app. It's looking good, I guess.
So it looks like it says the bitrate now is 10 megabits a second. It should be fine now, I think. It still says that YouTube is not receiving enough video, but give it a second. Should be all right. How is it now,
once I
guys?
refresh,
I think it's good.
my YouTube app, it looks a lot better.
Yeah, so whoever's experiencing buffering, just refresh the stream, just reload it real fast. The bitrate on my side, I don't see any drop frames. The bitrate's at like 10 megabits a second. Yeah. Sorry. Tech support tags, he had to think quick on his feet. Sorry about that. Or else we would have been cooked, you know. But all right, cool. Yeah. So sorry about that. Not my finest hour, I guess you could say. So
Yo, Tags, just real quick on Discord, scroll up on the names a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we're missing a few.
Okay, hold on. I gotta do it like this. Hold on. Let me go like this. I gotta. I forgot.
The other up.
More. Like that, yeah.
There we go.
And so just like that, okay. Here we go. Looks like the list is switched around.
There we go. You were cutting me off.
Yeah, sorry about that. Real quick, someone said that this might be the worst event that they've seen in 3 years of playing the game. Do you guys think so before we get into this? Real quick.
Definitely not.
No.
There's that guy on Reddit who like rates every event. Like he has like that system. I don't know if you guys saw it. That guy before.
I have
Prieston with a little P. Yes.
Yeah,
Like he has he has a full system. So I mean, I'm sure if you look at his posts, like this will definitely not be the worst one.
I will say this though. Cash bonus is such a terrible relic in my opinion. Like for an epic relic, I think it's terrible. But
agree to disagree. I like cash.
Yeah,
I'll
but
say
like
the
how
free
much
relics
is
are
it
pretty
though?
bad.
How much is it? It's not even that much cash. Wait, the free
The
relics.
attack and crit chance, I think, alone just make it like a little bit better than the worst.
So for that, I have all of them except for the pet cat. I don't remember what event that's from. I think that was the cat event a while back.
You know that's a good thing to guess.
I do need this though, so I will have to save up gems for it now. And I just spent a bunch of gems on modules. Fuck. But oh well. Yeah. But okay. Well, with that being said, we're here to discuss version 28. Before I get into any of the patch notes or anything like that, how do you guys like the updates so far? I like it. I'm not gonna lie. People are going to disagree probably, but I like it so far. So far.
I mean, I've been enjoying it.
Overall, I enjoy it.
Okay.
It was a good addition overall. Execution needed some, but content-wise, good job.
You know what I like about it is the fact that like every player in the tower gets to kind of play with the content. You know, it's not just catered towards certain part of the game, you know, so like even from day one you get to kind of work towards Dissonance, and even if you're doing like just tier 1, like it's already a buff like for them. So I like that.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, I like it. I really like it. I think it's breaking us away from econ. Like I was so econ focused for a while that like it's scary to think these last couple of days we've made no coins and it's just these dissonant runs.
And that's one of the things I like is it gives us something to do other than just farm turdy. Farm turdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's breaking the monotony.
Yes, I agree.
Which
It's
is
sort of-
definitely refreshing.
It's sort of like breaking the cycle in a way, because usually everyone they just farm tournament, farm. Now it's a little bit different, you know, a little different for now. But then what are we going to do in 2 weeks when they're all completed? You know, so
Farm.
yeah,
yeah, but at least it's like when you get to a new tier, you have like a little bit of an extra layer of content. Then it's like, okay, I got to do the dissonance for these. You probably won't max out your dissonance, so then like it's kind of just like another milestone run in a way. Like that's what it's going to turn into.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Like honestly, at least it's something like you guys said, not farming. So
I mean, you have 4 additional milestones for each tier.
Yeah, not to mention, in 2 weeks we're going to be done with a lot of them. But even then, there's going to be ones that we can't complete the 5,000 waves. So eventually, we're going to get stronger. We're going to have to go back.
Wait a second. Hold on a second, real quick. I don't mean to cut you off. It looks like Mr. Spartan. He cut his stream short, and they raided this one. He's
that's
asking
big
me,
brain by
like,
Spartan.
he's asking me where to pull up at. Let me tell him.
Pull him in here. Pull him in here.
Spartan, I need you to join the general VC on my Discord real fast, and I'll pull you in. And then I got to rearrange the chat box on the left side. I'll do that real quick.
Guys, we just got Captain America.
Okay, I'm
I'm
bringing him in now.
I'll give him Falcon.
He's in.
I don't know about Captain America.
Here he is. He's in. Wait, do we have all the names here still? I'm missing Dark Archer.
It's got a reload.
Did somebody just call me Captain America?
I called
No.
you. I said you can't have that. You can have Falcon though.
There we go. Updated the list. Spartan, real quick, introduce yourself to the crowd, even though I mean, they probably already know who you are. Just introduce yourself real quick.
Oh, I'm flattered. All right. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
All right.
What's up, guys? My name is Spartan. That's basically it. I make videos for the tower.
Do you now? All right. Well,
I never would have guessed that.
Well, guys, we learn something new every day. Check that out. No,
Oh, excuse me. I have to ask a question. If you make videos does that mean FUDs? You get some benefits from FUDs?
Oh.
Or you do content for yourself for them?
Yes and yes.
Okay.
Appreciate the honesty.
Change this real fast.
Yay.
All right. So yeah, real quick before you joined, I'm surprised you cut your stream early, and then I see the raid. Thank you. I didn't know what you were doing with that or how long you were going to be live, but that was quick,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, I saw that you were scheduled, and our our thing we were going to this evening fell through, so I rushed home.
Yeah.
Went live for a brief moment. Saw that you were going to go live 30 minutes after, and then I was like, "Ooh, I'll just raid tags."
Yeah, I was like, yo, that must have been a fast meeting. Like, you probably like Toretto'd at home or something. Like Dom
Pretty much.
Toretto, man. Yeah, man. I mean, I appreciate it, but hey.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, Spartan,
At least you didn't Paul Walker
tell you
it.
I'd tell him. No. Oh.
Too soon. Too soon. Yeah, my bad.
So are we getting to the discussion about the...
Yeah. So
The
right
patch?
now, before we get into anything, the first thing that I was going over was like I was saying, like, how do you guys feel about the patch right now? Do you enjoy it or do you like it or not? And if Spartan, if you want to give your 2 cents on that real quick on the update.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Well, no, we all were going at the same time.
Oh.
But if you want to add your input to that of like how you feel so far about the v28 update.
Yeah.
So far.
Sure. So I think obviously similar to when version 27 dropped and previous versions, the initial delivery, they can't seem to get it right. It's been a pretty big pain point for a lot of the player base. In terms of the actual content of the update, I think most of it, in terms of like the actual bot stuff, is obviously more like endgame kind of focused. But I think the dissonant runs are a lot, like they're a very, very big quality of life thing. It's gonna be really good, especially for like newer players that are stuck in tier 1 for months. It's gonna help give them a boost to jump up a lot quicker. That's kind of my thought process.
Yeah, I really like the dissonant runs. The bot stuff, I'm not the biggest fan of, only because I don't know how many, like, what percentage of players are going to really have access to that stuff, like the bot plus and the synchronicity, but it's there, So
Yeah, my perspective from this update is like most of the content, I'm not even like doesn't really matter to me. Like you said with the bots, my golden bot's not maxed. and then it actually just adds an extra layer to like, do I do Ampbot now, or am I gonna be doing bot? Like as my second, right? That's a question, I guess, that people have to make. So it does add another strategy a little bit. But that's just like, I don't think a lot of people are actually going to be utilizing it. It's more of like an endgame thing, I would say.
That is a good point.
Guys,
I think.
Real quick,
Oh,
I'm
go
sorry
ahead.
to cut you off. I may have one more person coming in. Just a heads up, that's all. I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry. I may have one
Oh,
more
no, you're
coming
good.
in.
Let's make it a baker's dozen. Why not?
A
And it's like
baker's
Spartan
dozen.
said about like the fact that most of the player base might not have access, but I don't think that's a problem anyways. Like they catered towards everybody in this update with the Dissonance runs, especially early game players. Like I think Dissonance really will accelerate getting to like affording card masteries for people, you know? So I think it's a net positive update overall.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree as well with all this new update, but we should get something like this for the guild.
Real quick,
I
I'm
think
gonna
that would
drag
be
in one
what they're
more.
doing.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I want to drag one more in. Okay, we'll drag one more in here. And
What
then
are you
that's it.
doing? Get
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah, what are you doing? Get in here. I'm one more. Okay.
Come on in. The water's fine.
Welcome, guys. Say hello to Zephyr. Real quick, introduce yourself, and then let me know
My
your
mic
thoughts
working?
on V28 afterwards, real quick.
Hey guys, I'm Zephyr Games. What's up? A lot of you know me. Version 28, I think, aside from the release, pretty decent success, except for you know, the amount of bugs. That's really it. But yeah, the launch was needed a lot of work, and at the very least, the communication.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Like others said, a lot of people aren't going to really be able to mess around with Bot Plus, but I still think it was necessary because some people were out of things to buy with medals. So like most of the player base won't be able to touch it yet, but still something that needed to happen. Probably good overall, and the Dissonance runs are, I mean, add a whole new layer. I love it.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that question I posed? Like, as a mid-game player, when you finish kind of like your golden bot, do you guys think the meta is going to shift towards like the econ side and like let's get bot working, or do you think you should still probably go like Ampbot if you're trying to do GC and like in champions tournament or something?
Honestly, I think bot is definitely a good option after the gold bot is maxed out. I don't think it's a good idea though to rush the bot because the way the bot works, it's sort of like a Venn diagram where it only affects things inside of it, really. So yeah, it is. I think it's good though. I think it has a lot of potential though to be really good for farming and for other things too, like tournament all at some point.
I think especially as like mid game players, like it's going to help out bridge the gap as far as not having ultimate weapon pluses, especially GT plus. So it's really going to help us out.
So Tags, you alluded to something that I think is
sure.
It needs to kind of get reiterated. So a big thing that I can potentially see an issue with is people are going to have, you know, their golden bot. Maybe they'll have the range maxed, but nothing else is maxed. And then they'll be like, okay, I'll start going in on bot. And I think that's probably going to be a mistake for most people.
Yes,
I agree.
Real quick about that. I was that guy in the past where I like, instead of like fully going in on the gold bot, I thought it would be a good idea to start another bot and then another bot. And shout out to JP for this. Like, he basically was like, yo, like, stop doing dumb shit, okay? And, you know, put it all in the gold bot. And it was actually the right play, you know? It was actually worth it. And I'm glad because it was so much better just to put everything in the gold bot first instead of, like, spreading it out into, like, other bots and stuff. So,
For sure.
Yeah, I also tried it today, splitting it like for what, the 50,000 medals into bot and golden bot, it's not worth any like splitting your. You need one bot for the max value. It's not worth it. It's like half my econ. So if there's like modules like the medals splitter, whatever, but don't follow that. It's not worth it to split your medals into bots.
But how
I tried it today. It's not working.
How impactful do you guys think like Ampbot is for like, let's say like a mid champs player to like low legends player? Like, do you think it's gonna be like a big loss for like them not to have it?
It definitely helps, but I don't know.
They're not gonna have the medals.
I don't think you need it. I don't think you need Ampbot in champs really. It's more so. I would say Ampbot is more of a later on legends thing, like when you're like top 1,000 or higher, probably. I think. Or maybe a little bit higher than that.
I'm just it's just tough because the people who don't have the bot like presets and everything, they have to kind of commit, like unless they want to respec. Well, you can only respec once every 2 weeks too, right? So it's like a big commitment for a lot of players, I think, like missing out on bot.
Yeah, well, as an example, when I got the bot preset, I was doing around 1,100, 1,200 waves in Legends, and it only increased my Legends performance by 50 to 60 waves.
What? In terms
that's
of
a decent amount.
When I got the it depends because
it's not like 200 waves.
When you get the presets, when I first got the presets for the bots, and I put like a fully spec'd out Ampbot, it gained at least 100 more waves for me in Legends, at least. It was really
that's
and I'm
pretty
sure that
impactful.
I'm sure that Spartan could agree a little bit of that too, getting the presets and like having a fully spec'd out Ampbot really made a difference.
Yeah, the only thing that I want to say, the only thing that I want to say, too early is not good. If you're later on in the game, yes, it does make any, but too early is that you don't get any.
Yeah. That's just like what the problem I'm kind of seeing in the future is that like in order to get to the point of getting keys, you might have to have Ampbot, but then it's like, okay, if I invested into, I don't know, it's gonna be like a time will tell type of thing, like what the meta shapes out to be. But yeah, it's still cool though. I like that there are more choices, right? Like I think that's kind of the point of the game too. Like we want to have multiple metas and different ways that you can progress. Zephyr knows that very well.
You're correct. I do know that. Do I think my way is the most efficient? No, not at all.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like you don't have to play like the book, you know.
The most efficient path is like what JP978 says: do everything.
Yeah. Whip out your wallet. That's the most efficient.
Everything, guys.
You need everything.
Go to work and then whip out your wallet. That's the most efficient way to play the tower.
Well, I'm not saying that. I just mean like you can't say you're never gonna need health or health regen or defense like poison swamp. At some point, you're gonna need it all, right?
Well, you've also got to play the hand that you're dealt. Because if you're not getting the modules, you're not getting the base bonuses.
For sure.
So,
I do think that was a big deciding factor in me staying EHP. Because for the longest time, I only had an epic dim core. Like there's no way that I'm gonna progress as damage at all if I can't ever get any of the modules that I need for it.
I'm still running EHP, but I'm also missing chain lightning, so like I feel like I can't progress without it.
But also question about the mod. If they're seeded, yes. You know, is it a question about luck or is it just about the amount of gems you spent in it?
Well, it's the luck of your seed too. Like if it costs you 100,000 gems to get a legendary dim core, and then it costs somebody else 10,000 gems to get the legendary dim core, and it's like that guy got luckier. You know?
Holy moly! Real quick, yo, Spartan, thank you for the 10, cuz I just saw your message.
No worries.
Avengers Assemble. I hope I wasn't too loud saying that. Whoops.
That's the first thing that popped in my head when I joined here and I saw the names. I was like, wait a minute.
That was what I wanted to start off the stream with. I was going to be like, Avengers Assemble, you know? And then everyone, they spawn out of nowhere like, what? What am I doing here? That would have been funny.
We have a down payment now for a tank, no? We're building up an army now. Down payment for a tank, next for a F1 jet.
Maybe a
We need a
Lego
helicopter.
A helicopter.
I require an RPG.
A role-playing game?
3D printer.
Interesting. Just kidding.
Really, tags.
Tags.
Whoops. What about anyone else? Anyone else? Thoughts on V28 so far? I think Zephyr already said his part.
I really like the bot stuff. I mean, I am actually able to use them. Like, I think most people aren't able to use them, right? So, but they're really strong, and I really like what they did with them.
Oh, that's another thing too, Greeny. Real quick. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Real quick. In terms of like the bot and the gold bot, another thing I wanted to point out is it looks like it's really going to shine once you get the synchronicity. That sounds like it looks like it'll be really strong if you could get that going for when you farm.
Yeah, I kind of think you kind of need the synchronicity. I think to get like the full value out of bot. I think.
Yeah.
Like it's just you get so much extra bonus. It's way more consistent and all of that.
I was gonna ask you, Greeny, do you have the synchronicity?
Yeah, I have synchronicity and I have 3 slots for it.
See, I only went to 2.
What's the so you have Ampbot in that? I'm assuming. Like
Yeah. For just a regular setup. Yeah.
The Timu Avengers.
Really, Timu Avengers?
Gotta start somewhere.
I do have a question for you, Greeny. So I've been hearing rumors about bot not working properly with Flamebot. I hear it's giving double damage reduction. Is that true?
I'm not sure. I have no clue. I'll be honest.
Okay. I just wanted to go to the number one guy to ask that question.
I think that's a good segue, Zephyr. Like, what as a HP player, what is your thoughts on like the Prim C stuff and the Flamebot fiasco that like people are all mad about?
It's really rough because, like, for instance, I need Flamebot in order to consistently get keys, and the fact that I've had to go probably what's going to be 2 tournaments without the extra 15% DR, I don't know. It's just the fact that they said that they already had it fixed and then they pushed out the patch bringing the attack, defense, and ultimate weapon disco runs back to the 5x. Why couldn't they just push the Flamebot fix in with that too? Because that's something that's kind of huge for, sure, it's not a lot of people, maybe 4% of the player population, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have pushed that out since they said the day that they dropped Disso to 3x that they already had the fix done. They were just going to push it out with the next patch.
At the very least, it looks like it should be out either tomorrow or Thursday at the latest.
Yeah, but my thing is if it's out Thursday, then I have to go another tournament without the extra DR.
Yes, and I do understand that.
But
I think that's the
Prim C,
frustration people have.
Yeah, it is. But apparently, Prim C, according to the Tower T today, it's still doing the correct numbers, but I feel like Rays are dealing way more damage than they should be.
Real quick.
Well, what I was... Oh.
Real quick, Squirrely Dance, thank you for the 20, by the way. I didn't forget about you, buddy. He said, Timu Avengers, very funny. Guy's got jokes, allegedly, someone said. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so from what I've been reading, it looked like there was a glitch previously with Prim C where it was doubling the effect of the damage reduction, and this update, all it did was fix it.
Well, so here's the thing there is, they said that
I could be wrong.
They said they fixed that a long time ago, and there was nothing in the patch notes. You think they would have put at least something in there, like, hey, that Prim C bug, it's finally fixed, guys. It's doing the regular 80%.
Yeah, and that
would have put something in the patch notes.
And that kind of goes back to like what they did with the 5 times thing is like, man, if you unintentionally break something and then people invest a bunch into it, you can't kind of just like pull the rug out from underneath now. Like it's almost too late, you know, at this point.
even if it was doing double damage reduction, at this point it's been in the game
Yeah.
for like 8 months, and I don't think really anybody knew it was still doing it, if it even was still doing it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's kind of unethical, I think, to... I don't know. They should have just changed the text. Like, oh, it's actually 160% damage reduction or some shit, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of tough to just, like, rug pull it that way, in my opinion.
But on a serious note, if in a perfect world everything works perfect as intended, the game is pretty good. You know, you can do EXP, you can do damage. You know, you have a lot of things you can do. I think the game is going into the right direction as long as they make the game work as intended.
Now, on the plus side, also with the disco runs that we now have, it does also make an easier segue into hybrid and glass cannon for a good number of people.
Yes, and
100%.
you know what? That is the perfect thing to segue into. Let's talk about the disco runs.
Okay, can I
how you
open
guys
up with
doing
this
about
one,
that?
Tags?
Sure. You got the floor.
I am 100% on this with
All right,
Spartan here.
so
I know exactly
yeah,
what he's gonna
Pyro
say.
knows.
I know where
Pyro's
this is
watched
going.
me on Twitch long enough to see what I'm about to complain about.
All right.
So we need to come to a consensus here. Is it disso runs? Is it dis runs? Is it disco?
Disco.
It's disco.
Disco,
It's
baby.
disco. It's disco.
Boogie
man.
Nights.
Real quick, I was told the reason it's disco is because dissonant echo. That's where the C comes from the
But
echo.
guess
Ah.
what? When you
But
do a
Dissonance has
dissonant
the
run,
CMN too.
you don't get the echo for that. You just get the boost for that particular tier.
For that
you are
tier, but-
improving your
Yeah.
echo.
And
but-
furthermore, you are dissing a workshop category entirely. You are not discoing. You are straight up dissing a category.
Bro, I'm
And-
dancing on my utility tree, bro, when I'm doing this.
I see a lot of flashing lights when I do it.
I vote for this.
Synchronicity is the disco.
Listen,
Tags,
it's
you should do a
disco
poll.
because you have to bust out
Wait,
the 70s
what?
moves. You gotta pull out all the old
You said
modules
do
you
a
weren't
poll
using
like
anymore.
like disso
Do
or
a poll on
disco.
YouTube. Yeah,
Okay,
I would
hold
say
on.
We're
a
gonna-
second.
do a
Give me
poll on
1 second.
YouTube. I'm probably gonna get humbled, but I think disco's stupid. Do you know what I think should be called disco runs? When you're at Greenie's level and have 3 bots all oonts at the same level, you know?
Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
Then I will call it disco.
You guys decide. Place your vote. Is it disso or disco? All right.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at this.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And Spartan, I'm kind of right there with you. When it first came out, I was calling it the dis. I was calling it dis runs. But I immediately started hearing disco everywhere and seeing disco everywhere, and it immediately made me think you don't mess with the Zohan, and now
Oh
I
my
really
God.
want to watch that movie.
All are wrong.
And at the same time, Eminem did once say nobody listens to disco in a song, so there's some wisdom there.
Kind of just rolls off the tongue better, I think, disco.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anyway. That's my 2 cents. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hijack you, Tags. You can continue.
No. You're good, man. I just wanted to see how everyone is doing with their disco runs, and if you guys like the feature itself. I like it, even though I do get a feeling in like 2 weeks or so, when we're all done it, we're all going to be like back to square one, doing what we did already. But
I do have one wish.
I mean-
for the dis runs.
Sure.
Is that if you were to finish at a higher tier the entire 5K waves, why can't? Because you can obviously do the lower tier waves. Why can't it just give you all of those? So,
Well,
like for instance, tier 15, I hit 5K on a bunch of stuff, and I really just do not want to go into the lower
Well,
tiers.
Zephyr, if they did that, then people would complete all like 80% of the update in 3 days, you know, and then
I know, but-
and then we would be bored
Yeah.
again.
You know what else?
3 days,
Yeah,
I would have had tier 18 done day one.
Yeah, but so like I disagree with 589 on a lot of things, but this is where he has the point. Why are we wasting 2 weeks worth of time? Just on this.
So 589 was supposed to give me his input on the update. He never sent me anything. He was supposed to be on this discussion, but he broke his microphone, so he can't make it tonight, unfortunately. Sadly.
I mean, Zephyr, Sorry, but the answer to this is: do you really want them to spend time coding a one-time use feature that you're never gonna see again, right? And then it's probably gonna come out bugged, and like, just do it for 3 weeks and move on, and you're like, in 3 months you're gonna forget about this.
Oh no, I definitely will. It's just right now it hurts.
Can I give another
we're tower
perspective
players. We want
on
now
Dissonance?
satisfaction.
Sure.
I'll give another perspective that we haven't really touched. I'm thinking about this in terms of like the dopamine rush and like the hook to a new player, and we all want new players to come to the tower, right? Like it affects legends if we're losing players, right? We want a steady influx. So I think Dissonance actually is a great mechanic in terms of like getting people to get more hooked to the game, because it's kind of like something to look forward to when hitting a new tier. I remember like when I was going through tier 5 to like tier 8, which was not too long ago, that was a couple months back, it just all felt like the same shit. Like I did tier 5, I started progressing quick, hit 7,000 waves. Okay, now I farm tier 6. Okay, now I farm tier 7. And it kind of just adds like another layer to the excitement of like hitting a new tier, I think. And can actually like hook more players in, I think. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah. And also, this is probably the fastest my tower has ever progressed since I started the game. We're getting huge bonuses with the Echo labs and all the Echoes adding up, as long as you can do the labs. So, like, I don't know. Seems fine to me.
Yeah. These Echo.
I mean, you guys
labs
have
are
baby
really
accounts
strong.
too, right? Like most of you guys have baby accounts. Like you can see the impact
Yeah.
it has
No.
like early game.
Mhm.
Especially. Like I'm
Yeah.
sure if you were farming tier 5, like as soon as you get like a week into Dissonance, you're probably gonna jump to like tier 7 or 8 really fast. Just because
So-
of like the econ.
So on my mini account, I farmed tier 7. My coin thing was only 150 thanks to Dissonance. It went up to like 500, and I literally like 4x'd my econ off of that. It was ridiculous. Dude, it was nuts, man. Like it's just
like-
And it works a
something that-
little bit like a catch-up mechanic too, which I
Mm-hmm.
do think like this game needs a little bit more of in terms of like. I'm not trying to say like the guys that like you guys in the call who played three years plus and shit. I don't think I deserve or want to be even at your guys' level, but there should be that at least like fake feeling in my mind. Like if I grind one day and obviously spend enough money, but I have a chance to catch up. But the fact that like a lot of new players probably see this game, they realize like the economy of it, and they're like, you know what? I have no chance of ever even getting to like the top 10% of the game. Like it just turns people off. So I do think catch-up mechanics are actually an important thing. They just can't be too unfair for like the veteran players, obviously.
Yeah, and
So it's like a tough
Spartan,
balance.
didn't you mention something like this earlier about like?
I don't want to
seniority?
talk about it.
No,
I don't want
Why?
to talk.
Never
You got
mind.
heated.
We're not getting
You got
into it.
heated.
Never mind.
So
No,
my
no,
input.
people were basically. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just
Zephyr.
gonna say my input on it being a catch-up mechanic is it's fine if the newer players are getting a crap ton of coins because they're still gated by labs. It's not like they're gonna be super
Exactly.
caught up. Yeah, like I'm fine with them catching up in coins, but like the fact that my account's technically 4 years old, but I have like maybe a year and a half worth of lab time done, and I'd be a little bit pissed if they could catch up that quickly with lab speed without spending a crap ton of money.
No, of
That's
course.
the
Yeah.
issue. That is the potential issue with catch-up mechanics. First of all, it doesn't exist because anything they add to the game that somebody brand new can benefit from, probably any of us can benefit from even more.
Like
So that's
Kim
already.
Rush.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but I'll give you
Kim
a
Rush
small
efficiency.
catch-up mechanic is past guild events. Like people can never get those. I know it's a very small bonus, but like I think it's a no-brainer that like from guild season 1, people should have access to slowly earn those little small relics and skins. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a very small version of a catch-up mechanic, but they don't even think about that.
I mean, the only catch-up mechanic that I could think of is time. So people that actually spend loads of money on it get the benefits, like, I don't know, 6 months to a year before the free-to-play player. But gating the free-to-play players for never getting to the end game or taking 5 to 10 years to get to the end game, that's not realistic. No one will play. No one will play this game for that long, just to get to, I don't know, 2 golden bots or 3 gold, like 2 to 3 bots, or to get to 2 to 300,000 stones to get to the end. That's the amount that you need to get to the end.
Yeah.
Actually play the end game. It's too long for a person to play this game and not get any not getting any rewards for it.
Yeah.
So
no, I agree.
it's only like the only way they can balance the game is time-wise. You cannot give everything to like the monopoly to 50 players and alienate everyone else. The only way you can balance this game is by giving the people that pay a time to enjoy the benefits, but also give the rewards to free-to-play players to enjoy those benefits later on.
Yeah.
But
and that's
now
what
the
most
game is in a
games do.
system that the free-to-play players cannot enjoy the game at all.
That's what
That's
most
the
games
problem.
do, especially like MMOs and shit. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played MMOs, but there'll be like a new season of an MMO, and then obviously the hardcore players get to enjoy that content, be at the top of the game. But what happens at the next like big update? The fucking new players basically get to get the content of the previous update. That's kind of the ecosystem it is. So it keeps the top people happy, but it also keeps like the lower people not feeling like, oh, I'll never get to experience bot plus, for example.
Wait, hold on, real quick. What do you guys think of this? I saw a comment in the chat. Rob Glenn says, I don't need to catch up to top players. I just need the end game features to be something I can reach someday, even if I never enter the top 5%. And then Cointown said, other games make all content available to all players, but only whales will be able to upgrade new mechanics beyond a couple of levels.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was saying, like what MMOs do. Like, I think the fact that like quality of life features are so locked behind gated doors in this game, it honestly turns.
Let's put it that way: money.
Yeah, but there should be other ways to extract money from players than like malpractice. Like there's very successful games that people dump a lot of money into, and it's not like they don't feel like it cheated. Like I don't know. Honestly, if I could go back in time, I probably would have never started playing this game. I'll just be honest. Like I'm so behind.
I would agree with that.
I honestly love the game. I'm not trying to say I don't. I'm glad I met you guys, like the community. But
I mean,
if I could go back like 9 months, I probably would have been like, yeah, I'll skip out on this one. You
know what, TMs? Now that I think about that, because of, I know some of us, we spent a little bit of money on this game, and then eventually there's that thing that comes into play. What's it called? The sunken cost fallacy.
Sunken cost.
Eventually, that's going to be a thing. Eventually, yeah, like
100%, man.
Yeah, like I mean, like I know, like I made it like an April Fool's prank, saying that I was going to quit, because of the price of everything. But that was obviously a joke. But eventually, one of these days, that might be the case, and it's more difficult when you put money in too, because of that, that fallacy.
Oh yeah, I mean,
let's be honest, Tax. When Pearls asked for that ring, power needs to go, bro.
Yeah.
No, like I'll see.
He asked for a ring, and then Tags asked for a chargeback.
Yeah, you get the charge.
Use creator code Tags at the fucking ring shop.
Yeah, how am I going to get? How am I going to get them packs then, man? I got to get a refund on that ring somehow.
No, but I see it. I read the Reddit like a lot, and I'll see like these people like saying their goodbye post, like like, oh, I've been playing for 2 years and I'm finally quitting the game, and it's like it's kind of those posts like
it's like
saw one the other day.
Yeah, and it's so like it must be hard for these people. Like honestly, like the amount of money you spent, the amount of time, and which is life. That's life.
I mean, let's be honest. Who would like to play a game they can never reach the end game? Like, I mean, they will eventually, but who wants to play 5 to 10 years to get all the resources that is like they always update. They put it more and more. Every update they put more. The new people will take, like, if 3 years ago you barely are like as the free-to-play player to the half point because of all the new updates and new content and new stone things, metal things, and everything else. The new people that want to play this game because they like it or they like what they see, they will take 3 years plus the new content plus everything. I don't think FUDs or the developers think about the timing, like how much time new players will have to play as free-to-play to get to the end content with all the new things that they add to the game. And it's a bit too much, I think, for that in terms of time for a person to play, to get, the end game dopamine or whatever you guys want to call it, or the perks, or the enjoyment, like Greenie has or Crowbar or everyone else that they see on YouTube. They enjoy the game because they have XYZ, and then they come into the game, they watch it. Okay, that takes me, I don't know, 100 stones per tournament to get, because you don't have any other stones income except that, plus a few on the side, but which is negligible. And the only choice they have is to pay for it, which is a business. Yeah. Everyone understands the business, but then at the end of the month, it's like, oh yeah, it's like $500 or more to get, some stone income.
You guys hear Andres? He sounds like he's gonna quit the game, stop playing, but he'll be there on the first.
Yep. Yes, you will.
No, I'm just trying to. Maybe Fuzz can hear this, or Sam, or whoever's like watching YouTube and content, or Spartans or Tags or whoever else, to just make it like, in a way, a time-gated game where free-to-play players can enjoy the endgame content, but not in 5 years. Maybe reduce it like to 2 years, and give the benefits to the people that actually pay loads of money to get everything, but enjoy it for like 6 months, not forever. Because at the moment, the people that pay will enjoy the end game and the top tiers in Legends forever, and it's a bit disheartening for everyone,
And if I could,
even
just
me, I'm a
quick,
pay to win player. I don't care if people can pass me as a free play. I enjoy competition, and I enjoy a lot of people around me, not less.
All right, real quick, one more thing happened, and let's get back to the update. All right,
Yep.
Let's not
Correct.
Let's not
There's
get too
something
off
to
the
remember.
rails here with this.
Yeah. Well, there's something else to remember. What this crowd here in the chat considers free to play is a rather expensive game on Steam. I mean, it's free to play for us. It's like $50, and then you might buy like an event boost for $15. That's not free to play. Like, I gem tapped my way to max cards and 19 card slots in 14 months without disabled add pack.
Oh my.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is crazy,
Yes.
bro.
Okay. My module suffered because I figured, well, if I'm going to spend my hard-earned gems
hurt.
on something, I might as well get something back for it. And module pools were bad from the beginning. So this game is not free to play. This is a AAA game as far as price goes. So we're saying, AAA game money, and you're never going to get to experience in-game content. I mean,
All right.
Well,
Can I paint a picture real quick, and then we can move on?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Go on.
All right, check this out. Tags, I left a chat. This is a really good idea. So most of the issue with the whole catch-up thing, right? It all comes down to the late game. They call it late game content. It's really just keys, right? People want the quality of life features that come from keys. Easy solution. I don't know how easy to implement. I'm not a coder, but it sounds good on paper. Key fragments, starting from, you could even go as far as gold, but they would get a lot less. But you get very small little fragments, a new currency that over time builds up, and you can basically turn it into keys. Boom. You no longer have to grind to try to get to legends.
Yeah, like, dude, I just want to have like the basic quality of life features. I have no intention of like beating you guys in Legends. I just want the same.
Or not even that.
so
they wouldn't even have to go that way. They already have a currency in game not being used.
Yeah.
That they could use to buy keys instead of mods. The tokens.
There's some things now, like thinking about it. Like, I don't know why they're in the vault. Like, they should be available to everyone. Like, it's crazy to think that you literally have to go to Legends League just to unlock a way to adjust your workshop orb range. I think that's crazy, you know. But
yeah, or to restart your runs.
Yeah, that too. Auto restart as well. That should be like a lab, honestly. That should be a lab unlock or something
Agreed.
like that, you know, because that would make it
Can I
a
ask-
lot easier for people too. A lot better.
Can I
might
pose
actually
a
get it at
question
that
to you guys? It's a two-part question. Do you think that it is very important to try to lure in new players, and also not just new players, but hook in the new players? And also, to go with that, do you find would you actually recommend this game to like your best friend?
No.
I did recommend it to my.
Oh boy.
If it's
Like,
rich,
I
yes. If
did
it's
recommend
not,
it to my
no.
friend last year, and then I recommended it to my friend 6 or 7 months ago. After this
Hey,
update,
you guys sound
the past
sad,
couple of-
man. This is a good game, man.
I like this
It
game.
is,
Everybody's
but I
such a
can't do
is.
that
It
in the
is.
space the last 2 months.
You guys are all playing it. V28.
My friends
so
are
we're
bored.
already like hooked into the game. I'm more saying for like, let's build the player base, let's grow this game. I'm saying, do you guys think the game is in the right direction for that?
The only
Because I
thing
think that's
that
important.
I'm just afraid of, like, if I recommend this game and then I don't want them to get their hopes up in terms of like realistic progression as well. That's what I would be afraid of, you know, because then they're going to realize, like, holy crap, like, you mean to tell me I got to spend this much to to make this type of progression? And that's
Okay, question.
another
How would
thing.
you recommend to your friends this? Would you recommend it, oh, it's amazing, or you would tell the truth? Okay, this game is amazing, but XYZ.
I'll tell
Hey,
you
I
exactly.
enjoyed this game, but just like Fudd said in the ad we've all seen, it is an incremental tower defense game. That means it takes time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
true.
Yep.
That's
You
true.
have
So-
to understand that going into it. And if you do,
Of
you can
course.
enjoy it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
the whole reason I wouldn't recommend it is strictly because you guys know I have 3 accounts. I have to keep, if I want any sort of meaningful progress, I have to run them 24/7. Like, there's no reason that an idle incremental game should have to be open 24/7 to make any meaningful progress.
Idle is a misnomer.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's not really idle. It's just burn your phone or burn your fucking tablet battery life game. That's what it
That
is.
is the only reason I would not recommend this game, though, is just because in order to see anything meaningful, you have to run it 24/7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So V28.
Yeah, so we need to get back on track. I don't. Yeah, apparently this is a moaning session on V28 now. Let's get back on track here.
I already did one of those streams today. I don't think I can handle a second
I do
one.
have an opinion
Yeah.
to share on TM's question, though.
Yeah, let's hear it.
In terms
keep
of
it brief.
in terms of the new player to retention metrics, I think they're doing their best to pull in new players as well as keep or retain long-term players. It's unfortunate that they have had hiccups on their major releases, but you can tell that they're actually trying to keep the game relevant to people. They're trying to keep people excited about it. So
I agree.
they're
I think
doing their
Dissonance
best
is a
in
good.
that direction.
I agree with that.
I agree as well. That Dissonance,
And
what
then-
they did is good.
For your
It
second
was
question,
that.
It was
for your
best said
second
by Yoda.
question,
You were
I
do
would
not
only
try.
recommend it to a friend after they properly understand what gacha mechanics are. If they're the kind of person that can handle a grind, a long-term grind, and they're fine with gacha mechanics, absolutely, I would recommend it to them. But if they have like no time, no patience, like they have a very busy life, or like they can't handle a game where they basically need to check in on it periodically, then no, absolutely not. And this game's not for everybody,
So recommended to Destiny players. Got it.
which I
And
happen
also-
to be.
Yeah.
So
And I just want to make a very quick, small comment on something that Candy said about hoping, Fuds or Muse or Sam sees this and, maybe take some of the things that are being said to heart. In response to that, over the last few days, things have been said by Fuds and Muse and everybody. Sam is a gem. Please keep her.
Agreed.
Yeah, I honestly think
yeah,
that
that's
I've
Sam
never,
is the
Sam
goat.
is an absolute gem.
Sam's
W's in the
job,
chat
yeah.
for Sam.
yeah, Sam is
Yeah,
definitely
W
the
Sam
best
for sure.
decision that Tech Tree
Yes,
ever.
W
You-
Sam.
Yeah, Sam's the
Yeah,
best.
I wonder if
Like, I can tell you,
Fuds have. Go on.
I was just gonna say I haven't been more excited for certain updates until Sam has been
Yes.
actually communicating them. Sam is what has gotten me super excited for specific updates.
You know what I wonder with all this miscommunication? If Fuds have like Spanish people as a dev team and he doesn't speak Spanish. You know, like a different language. Is that what his problem is? On a side note.
Odds are there just wasn't, one final QA before everything went live.
Yeah.
But also, the
You
game
guys-
is going in the right direction. If they improve the guild system and they might make more content for the guild, that would be another thing to play. That would be nice to see.
You guys think this will just blow over, like all the resentment that
It-
this update?
Eventually,
It will.
yes.
I think in
Mhm.
about a month.
Yeah.
But like on the guild subject, I think there's one change they need to make to guilds like kind of immediately, especially with version 28 coming out. Please replace the gems that you buy with medals, because right now, except for Fetchbot, not counting Fetchbot, you get just under, if you're buying every event pass, you get just under 4,000 medals every month, and it takes like 50,000 just to max Goldbot.
Or
So
just
that's-
add the option.
More
to
than
buy more-
50,000.
Yeah,
But yeah,
well, as
you're-
it takes just about 50. It's like 51.8 or something stupid like that. But the fact that you need to play for almost a full year with buying every single event pass and getting every single mission just to max Goldbot. It's kind of ridiculous at this point, especially with adding another 4.2 thousand metal sync or 42,000 metal sync or whatever. Not counting bot plus.
Yeah, they should just add the option to buy both. I think, like honestly, I don't think it hurts. We have a little bit of carryover tokens at the end too. It gives you like 1 gem for a token. It's like the worst conversion rate ever. So
That's
like,
only if there's not 2 chips you have to buy.
right, exactly, yeah. But anyways, like just yeah, 100%. Let's buy some medals in the guild. I agree.
Yeah, in terms of
Why
rewards,
not?
also someone in the chat, they mentioned this, and I'm pretty sure everyone's been thinking about this for a while. So in V28, there was never a mention of like a new league for tournaments. Do you guys feel that they need a new league for tournaments above Legends
Yes.
League?
Even if it's just adding a top 500 bracket, just because like if you're in a bracket with a top 500 player, you're not getting first. Never in 100 years. Like even if it's just getting the top echelon out of normal people's Legends brackets, I think it's needed.
Yeah, but I was reading, I don't know, Greeny probably can speak more on this, but I was hearing some shit, and this was new to me. Like, the top players are, like, scheduling it and dodging each other, like, on purpose. Are they not, Greeny?
Yes,
Like,
which is why I think it needs to be a top 500 bracket.
Yes.
yeah, so is that going to piss off their biggest spenders and their biggest, like, contributors to the game? I don't know.
Depends if the rewards are worth it.
There's never, ever, ever going to be 2 top 500 players in the same bracket unless one of them decided, hey, I'm not going to communicate with everyone this week. That's the only
To
way.
be fair, though, don't you guys avoid your friends too?
No, I actually try to schedule with my friends.
Yeah, and even, like, Bonzo, he does it with everyone.
Well,
Like,
that's everybody.
True.
no, but I don't think that's, like, I'm just more saying, so if the top 500 players are, like, the majority of the income for the game, they're gonna have to probably run that by them. Like, I don't know if they're gonna like that idea, to be honest. Unless they give an incentive for actually being in the top 500. Like, if you get last place in the top 500, you actually have to, like, it has to be worth their while too, right?
So I don't think that the top 500, unless someone replaces you in the top 500, that you should ever be out of that top 500 bracket.
so you don't have to worry about demotion.
But how would you promote to it then? Like, what's the metric to like say you're a top 500 player?
That would be a greenie question.
Maybe you have to win the legend tournament and like maybe one gets to, I don't know, like maybe it's just a one promotion, one demotion type thing.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. It would be like just really hard to get in that league, like only first in the bracket or something, and then something like that, you know? Like it would just be hard to get in there. So there's not as many people.
First would be good.
Yeah, maybe first. Yeah, it definitely can't be the same system they have like right
or maybe
now.
like first 3 times in a row.
I don't know. I feel like some people just like, if let's say they hit the 500 and then they just go AFK. Like, how do you replace that guy out of the 500? You lose your spot if you miss a tournament. Like, I don't know, right? It's very tough. Like a lot of games will have like an elo system, right? For like ranked, and then they'll have like the top 500. But this game, you can't really implement like an elo system. I mean, maybe they can, but I don't know. That's like a huge change. Like that's an overhaul at that
Actually,
point.
Couldn't you just do it based on the waves and legends?
But then the question comes again: will the people that be in that bracket complain about? Oh yeah, but I can get the this and that.
Well, hang on, hear me out now. If you do it based on the waves, okay, because we all know that. I mean, hey, the only thing better than having a good tower is having a great bracket. Okay. And right? All right. So if you take let's say top 1,000, all right, they go into that top 1,000, top 500, whatever it is, league the next go around. Okay. Those brackets are just for them. Those brackets get, even on a demotion, even on the lowest rewards, they get the first place rewards for legends. And in fact, actually, you could just do it every other tournament. Wednesdays would be a bracket in, like go into that separated out legends things for the weekend. Weekend they get to have their fun. Everyone else gets a break. Then everyone's back in the same groups on Wednesday.
Yeah, and it's like a full reset every time, because that actually solves the problem of like, okay, I hit 500 and now like I'm scared to leave it, so I'm just gonna like try to not do this tournament. It's bad overheat for my account, so I'm gonna skip this one so I can stay in 500 for the next one, right?
Right.
Speaking of overheat, I guess that's another aspect of the update. Has anyone here had experience with the overheat mechanic so far? If so, do you like it or no? Or
talking at you, Green.
You mean the anti-greenie mechanic?
That's literally all it is. It's
That's
a greenie.
hilarious.
That's it.
We love you, Greenie, but
yeah,
you're half the reason for
Mr. 16.8 thousand waves.
Hey, you don't give him trouble. He's literally affecting change.
I know.
Affecting change.
There you go. No, I mean, I've dealt with it. It's definitely making me look at the attack disco runs more, just because of how much of your attack you lose the further in you get. Same with health.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. They're just mainly talking about the Legend League ones here. It just is helping making runs shorter. And specifically talking about the health decay, I think they're doing a really good job. It's increasing the amount of health you actually need to tank overcharge. Like, for example, I couldn't even tank overcharge after 2650, I think, in Legends on this first tournament we had. So I'm gonna have to invest more into EHP. It's just kind of making EHP feel a lot more like Glass Cannon, where you have to actually invest a lot into it. So yeah.
Yeah. Real
Should
quick.
it start
Wait, hold
sooner,
on,
though?
hold on, real quick. Rubber, if you got to run, that's okay, man. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it, man. I'm sorry. It's been really chaotic so far. So I know it's been very chaotic so far.
No, thanks for having me on.
Of course, man. Anytime.
Peace out, Rubber.
All right, peace out.
Peace out.
I will shrink
See
down
ya,
the
Rubber.
list. Sorry, go on.
Oh, Rubber hit the road.
But yes, Greeny, should the battle conditions start sooner than 1500 waves?
I think they're fine where they are because if you have instrument mastery, right, it's like really quick to get to that point. So I think that's fine.
Yeah, I did experience it a couple times already. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the health decay, Greeny. I'm not gonna lie. I probably sound nuts for saying that. Hear me out. The reason why is because when there's energy shields down, it's just reducing my health so that I death-defy more. In a way, it seems like. I kind of like it, sort of.
I do have
You know?
one last thing to add, and then I also have to dip, and this is more of a question aimed at Greeny. So I've been a little bit of theory crafting with potential extra brackets. I just want your opinion on them. So say you bring legends back down to tier 15 plus, and you add in like a mythic and ancestral, and then my top 500 bracket that I was saying, mythic being like tier 18 plus, ancestral being tier 21 plus, and then like the top 500 bracket being like 25 plus. Do you think that would be a way to solve the tournament bloat at least for a while? Because I know it's obviously going to end up becoming a problem again, but I think they need to add multiple brackets to stop it from happening for longer periods of time.
Yeah, I think like that will, like for a good amount of time that will solve the problems. But yeah, like once again, like they added legends to try to do the same thing, and it lasted a while. Like it helped for a while, but yeah, now we're at that point again where they either need to change something major with tournaments or add more brackets.
Adding brackets is just a band-aid.
Yeah, but I was about to say that because like right now it's just Tech Tree throwing a band-aid on a band-aid onto a band-aid that's already been slapped a couple more band-aids.
They need to do a full-on restoration from the ground up. Rebuild the entire tournament system into something different. How? I don't know.
What if we did a tournament bracket and the bracket matchmaking was based on 3 metrics: your start date, your lifetime stones, and your lifetime coins?
I mean, the start date is going to screw some people who started and then didn't play too.
Yeah,
but that way, if I was in a bracket with tags, I'd I wouldn't get in a bracket with tags, so I'd be a net positive
screwed
for me.
over.
See, the thing is, I'd be getting in brackets
more
with
than
Greeny.
like
I would be getting in brackets with
me.
Greeny, dude.
Yeah,
my account started in 2022.
I'd be screwed.
But no, like he also said, like lifetime coins and lifetime stones. That would separate the brackets even further.
Yes,
it would factor in all of those metrics to determine who's free to play. So you could have free to play brackets versus whale brackets. Actually, this is a bad idea. I like my brackets how they are right now.
You know what's interesting too? Someone mentioned in my stream yesterday. They said something about they should have the rewards based on the global ranking. But then when I thought about that, that's actually not a good idea because then like you're never going to move up. If you're top 1,000, you're probably going to stay there. You're never going to move up unless you spend. So then you'll be at like a plateau.
Also, tags. There's people that run with common modules level 2. Remember?
Okay, all
they really
right.
Got to show their power. What happens when they really got to try hard?
But anyway, I do have to dip, guys. Thank you for having me on, tags. This was great.
Sure thing, Zephyr, man. Thank you.
Bye, Zephyr.
Appreciate it.
Everybody, have an amazing night.
All right, now get out of here. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
All right, Spartan. Have an awful night.
I'm kidding. Have a good night, Zephyr. Thank you.
See you guys.
Yeah, I
Good
told him,
guy,
get
that
out of
Zephyr.
here. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's mean. See, so Spartan says, get in here. I say, get out of here.
Yeah, and then another thing, TM's like, I feel like about this game and all these changes, I feel like a lot of things are coming from the bottom, and the people at the top don't want change. They like the way they are. They don't want a tournament with just whales. You know what I mean? They like the new bot stuff. They like the new Dissonance stuff. Like, a lot of people in the top, let's say 1,000, are happy with what they have with this update. You know?
Yo, real quick. Real quick, who
No,
came
go
up
ahead.
with the name idea for meeting at the Pentagon? Was that you, Dark Archer? Thank you, by the way.
Nah, that was me. That was me.
Oh, that was you. Oh yeah, MVP right there. Goat.
But yeah, JP, like, I agree. And the thing is, it's like this game has to have the ecosystem of like the whales need the free to play because they need a population to whale on, but the free to play players, I mean, the free to play players also need the whales because we're playing the game for free, and who's gonna fund the game, right? So it's such a tough balance. I'm sure, like for any fucking game, like it's a balance
Oh my god.
because
Yes.
But like,
real quick.
how do I?
Real
My
quick. Yeah, sorry. So a couple last month I did a stream with Candyman Andre, okay? And he had a really good bracket. And he ended up winning his bracket. He got first place with like 1,400 plus waves and legends. He posted it on
I tried
Reddit.
that.
Like he posted it on Reddit because he was proud of his achievement, and he put that he's only been playing for a year, and people like demonized him big time, and everyone was pissed at him and was saying like that he was just showing off his bank account and all this stuff.
Yeah,
and
rightfully
people
so, bro.
demonized
He
him.
deserves it.
yeah. That's that's bullshit. Like
crazy.
if you're a free to play player, you should not complain about whales because like they're funding the game that you're
and that's
playing
another
for
thing,
free
too.
on.
Yeah, it's another thing too because they were saying that players like him are ruining the game, basically.
No, there is no game without people spending money. That we all have to agree on. Now,
That's-
the whales also have to be on the side of how can we bring in new players and how can I have a population so I can actually whale on some players, right? Like they're not going to play a game if it's just 1,000 people playing the game and they're all just like flexing their wallets. Like, I mean, maybe there's probably games out there with a very small player base like that, but like you kind of want a balance. You need to have a healthy ecosystem of players, free to play and whales. So that's like the most difficult part probably as a game developer, I'm sure, is like trying to balance out updates that keep everyone happy, right?
And I keep hearing that players are leaving the balance of the game and this stuff, and I don't know. You got a lot of people feel like it's dying, and me being around for a while, like even just watching Spartan, having 10 people in this discussion. Tags has 100 people viewing him. Spartan had
Community's
like
growing.
Yeah, Spartan had like 1,000 viewers the other day. The community's definitely
Yeah.
growing. The
Yeah,
Discord
for
has
sure.
over 100,000 users now. Like, with this version change, I'm pretty sure the top 100, top 1,000 are gonna switch around a lot. You know, it's pretty cool, man.
I will say
But
this though,
apart from
since
all
the
this-
update, since the update, we've all been getting a lot more viewers. Yeah, Spartan got 1,000 views in one stream. I'm
I mean,
hitting over
that
100 now. It's crazy. Yeah.
I just hope it sustains that way. Like obviously new updates are going to bring traction. It's all about can that traction stay, right? That's the main point
So
because
here, oh, sorry, continue.
no, go ahead. I'm done. You're
So-
gonna say
Okay, so here's how major updates work. It's kind of, you can think of it the same way as Planet Fitness on January 1st or January
Yeah.
2nd, I guess.
Yeah.
So you're going to have a huge
Yes.
influx for roughly, a month at most, and then it's going to trickle down a little bit. Still possibly remaining like, there'll be more people attending than were before, but it's not going to be what it was on January 2nd. And that's kind of that's the way version 27 was also. It's just
Yeah.
the way that it goes.
the only
Spartan-
like
Spartan,
the
you released-
real metric is like is it going up year to year. Like it doesn't matter about the updates. Is year to year the player base declining, staying plateaued, or is it going up? I think that's like the main metric that matters.
Spartan, you released a video yesterday, and what do you have? 8,000 views in one day? Isn't that wild, bro?
It's
That's
Yeah.
guys, that is insane.
Insane.
not
Like,
typical numbers for me.
All right.
Oh yeah, he's being modest now. You hear this?
No, I'm saying that's above above.
And I'm not saying that whatever. I'm just saying that like it feels like the game is, even with all this hate, people are coming out of the woodworks just to state their opinion.
Hold
You
on.
need to
Yeah,
look
you
at
know
the
what?
average. What's the
That means people give a shit too. Like
Yeah.
that's the other side of it is like if nobody gave a shit and nobody played your game, then there's not going to be anybody saying their opinion. So the fact that there is so many people with like opinions going out there, it means that they just give a shit, which is actually a good thing.
Guys, should we bring Study Mage in here? He wants to get in.
But also, guys, even if I spend a lot of money, I still want players to have the opportunity to play at the end.
Okay, I want to bring in Study Mage, guys. All right. So just one
Oh,
more.
dude, he's AFK right now. No, I'm
Is
just
he?
kidding.
So, guys, I do.
He's in the AFK
Here
channel.
he is. Welcome
There you
in,
go.
buddy.
Hey, Study.
So I do play another
Hey, Study.
game, guys. The other game people say, like sci-fi. I've been playing that game for like a year, and I played for 10 months before I got out of the tutorial, quote unquote. So like these games take long. Like it's people want instant gratification.
Yeah, you're in the wrong game if like go play fucking something else if that's what you want.
Go play Raid Shadow Legends. No, I'm just kidding. Don't play
No, don't promote it. No, you don't get paid for it.
Don't do it.
I'm just
No.
these games are designed to keep you hooked for years and years.
Dude, I was kind of white knighting a little bit when the update came out on Reddit. Like I don't know, actually it was in the Discord. I was saying like, guys, like it's fucking mobile game. Like we know what we signed up for. Like there's no such thing as no FOMO. Like that's just what the culture of mobile games is. So I got a lot of like people were not liking what I was saying. I thought I was just kind of saying the truth. But I don't know. I feel like some people's expectations of what a mobile game is actually just fundamentally wrong. I don't know.
For me, in percentage, enjoyment is like 40% is the game, 60% is the community.
Oh yeah.
If I would to put it in a percentage, what do I enjoy like from the whole tower idle defense? So I'm enjoying like 40%. I'm enjoying the game, 60% just talking to the community. There's loads of people that is like really good around here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like newer. I'm probably newer to the community than most of you guys. Like, the biggest thing that hooked me to this game was the community. Like, I'll be honest. Like, everyone's so nice. Or not everyone, just the most part. Everyone wants to help. Like,
They're not,
you know, like
nice, bro.
I was gonna say I think you don't choose violence on Reddit.
I got one more coming in,
Yeah,
guys.
but
I'm sorry.
I don't
got one
know.
more
I think
coming in.
honestly, like I've come from the Call of Duty community. Like I was heavily into that, and like this was a breath of fresh air. Like for me, honestly, like
Oh
people
yeah,
are
especially
chill.
if you were like in the back in the Black Ops 2 days.
Yeah, like
Those
I was
lobbies
playing
were
game
nasty.
battles, shit like that, man. Like it was
Yeah.
toxic out of my mind. Like in this game, it was like such a breath of fresh air. Like even the YouTubers, like in the tower YouTubers, like U-Tag, Spartan, like JP, I watched all you guys before I even like made my first video. Like
Oh, thank you.
you guys all just seemed like real people, you know? You didn't just
You
seem
didn't
like
watch
fucking...
Greedy, bro.
I'll be honest, I covered Greedy a little bit later. No, but
To be fair,
regardless, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yo,
You
Green
guys
is too high in the sky over there. No one can barely touch.
I couldn't
How
watch
can you
Greeny
play
when I
this
first
game at
started.
Greeny's
I
level?
thought he was playing
No,
a
I
different
didn't
game. I'm like, I'm
understand.
here for this
Yeah,
game.
I don't understand Greeny's videos, but I do love Greeny's voice, so I do watch his videos still.
Hey, yo.
Honestly,
Hey, yo.
Real quick, guys. Real quick. I want to bring in two more, okay? Nova Sky and my buddy MCP. All right? I'm bringing them both in here.
All right, yo. With that tags, I'm gonna take off, bro. Yo, guys, good discussion.
All right.
I like the update, man. Positive things.
Of course.
yeah,
Yes,
see you
sir.
later.
Peace out, JP. Have a good one.
All right. Have a good one, JP. Thank you.
Buy the tower stock now. It's going to the moon, guys.
All right.
I'm gonna make
moving
a
on.
Buy the dip.
tower cryptocurrency.
Buy the
It's gonna be a
dip. Buy
meme
the
coin.
dip.
But
What's it gonna
no,
be
we
called?
all
This-
love Greeny, but how many people can do what Greeny? Like, I love Greeny. I talk to him all the time. Like, I ask advice from him. Like, and he's like quick to respond. He's a pretty cool guy. The problem is, how can you do what he does? Majority of the people cannot.
Yeah.
Real quick.
But
mean,
the
he
fact
was
that
real quick, guys. Nova Sky and MCP, hello. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves real quick before you proceed? Also, Study made you as well if you want.
What up, everyone? Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
Loud and clear.
Cool. Yeah, Nova Sky. What's going on? just hearing y'all's discussion, and yeah, at the end of the day, like, you really can like find that sort of balance going like back and forth. Like you're always gonna have like somebody upset with something. So I don't know. It's just very very hard to compromise for early game and late game players. But it's just very hard, you know.
Yeah. It's a tough balance for sure. That's why, like, I don't know. People will always have an opinion, and it's best to just try to give the most positive, critical, like, opinion, not just some toxic, like, rage bait shit that is everywhere. You know.
Yeah, I get it.
MCP,
I think the
what's
devs
up,
are
man?
pretty good.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's it.
Good evening, guys from Germany.
Yeah, over here, all from
Hey.
Texas. I don't know who's here
Germany.
from.
Ooh, it's
USA.
late over there.
I'm actually going to Germany next month.
Yo, who's in Texas?
Hey, let's hear it.
Texas, baby.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm all alone over here.
I think some people just eat a lot of suckers and just hyperactive. You know, just chill. It's a game. Have fun. Play the game. Put it in the background, and talk to people. Have fun.
That's all it is, man. That's all it
It's
is.
good. It is. Yeah, it's simple like that. Obviously, everyone wants what Green has, but Green has like
Heck,
3-4 years in the game. Other people
I take what
you
Crowbar
cannot get there. It's a time game. Just
I think
chill,
you're-
do your stuff,
Well-
have fun.
I think it was somebody in the chat. I think it was like Flipstar or something, but I read it and he kind of like hit home with me. He said that like if you don't enjoy the journey of this game, then it's probably just like the wrong game for you.
Exactly.
So-
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like
can agree
that's
with
like
that.
half of the gameplay of this is like, man, it's just a journey. It's not a
If you're-
sprint. Like we don't want to all just hit Greenie's level. Like you want to have some satisfaction like when you actually do get to that level, right? Like
Yeah, you grew into it. Hell yeah. I get it.
yeah. Like for me,
I
I
think
have
the
no like envy bone like to be like, oh, I need to get to like where you guys are in the game. It's like, no, I just want to enjoy the grind and like I spend a little bit of money, and the reason isn't because like I can't afford it. It's like that's the pace that I want to progress in the game is the amount of money I spend. Like it's by choice. It's like I don't want to just skip all the early game, mid game things, but I do want to accelerate a little bit. So I think it's just like a choice basically for everyone.
Yeah,
I think people will forget about the money. But they're gonna bring more content. People will have more things to do except just farming and tournament.
Yeah, but that is the majority of the game. So if you don't like farming and tournament, then it might be like the wrong game for you too, right?
No, but now they brought Dissonance, and probably if they're gonna update with some guild stuff as well to do something there. They're on the right path. I'm enjoying the game, and they bring more content, and people will have more things to do, or theory craft. More stuff. Like if for example, with the Dissonance runs, 1 to 13 is pretty easy. Then the theory crafting comes after 14, 15. 15 stuff like that.
Which is
and it's
actually
pretty interesting.
content.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like, theory crafting is content. You don't want to just like, oh, every new tier's the same shit. Like, oh, I got more health, now I can progress to the next tier. Like, it's not fun that way, right?
Speaking of tiers, what do you guys think about getting 22, 23, and 24?
I think it's mid v28 update because at that point it will be needed with the power creep.
I mean, it's almost already needed. We have people that have been farming tier 21 for a month.
No. Versetti.
We know
Those
you
people
beat
are
the
like
game.
50 people.
I'm not. I
Those
am
people
not.
are
I
50
am not
people.
farming 21. I am not farming 21. I'm just saying there are people.
I mean,
Yeah.
at that point, like it's just for me, it'll be badass because it's just something that to look forward to in the end. Like, I don't know if Greeny or anyone is able to do their times lap times 6. That's just like kind of insane. How many cells you have to get that? Like, is that even possible still, or is it possible? Like,
Lap times 6?
You mean times
There's
7,
people
right?
pushing
Times
to,
seven.
like,
I'm sorry.
7
Times
and
7.
8.
My bad.
I mean, maybe if I actually farmed, I could do at least 1.7 a day.
Is
heard
that
with,
new cell bonus? Like, is it buying you guys like an extra times 7 lab? Like with that?
Well, right now I'm not. Oh, sorry, Greedy.
No, I was just gonna say I've heard that you can do all 7x if you have like all the max cell stuff, like with the bot stuff, the golden bot plus. So
Are you at that level, Greeny? no?
I should be. I just haven't farmed yet, so I don't know for sure.
Gotcha.
Oh, real quick, guys, about cells. Someone was like, they would. I'm sure you guys have heard this many a times, but someone was saying like it wouldn't hurt to have 1 or 2 more lab slots. I think if they do that, they should rework or buff cells. What do you guys think if they do add a 6th lab slot or 7th?
Do you think they ever will though?
6 maybe.
Maybe
7, no.
they might do a set. I bet you like they'll do something like a 6th one for like 7,500 to 10,000 gems or something like that. You know, if I had to guess.
You have to lock it behind keys.
You know, you do know that's like playing with fire.
No,
the lab is playing with fire though, because there's gonna be a big split in the player base that want to gatekeep the lab, the time they've put into the game, right? I'm not saying they're correct for it. I'm just saying there's gonna be people that think like that's fucking bullshit. That you know, I did all this. I played for 3 years with 5 labs. Now people can play for 1 year with 6 labs, and they're gonna get more gains. You know?
Yeah,
Hey, me Green played for a year and a half without cells.
Exactly. Well, the comment right there with lock it behind keys, like
Oh,
now
don't do
you're
that.
locking it behind. Yeah, now you're locking it behind how many thousands or tens of thousands of dollars in some people's cases to be able to have this quality of life improvement. I mean, that's kind of what it comes back to. If they would not have put all the quality of life stuff behind a PvP metric that is heavily pay to win, then I think we'd be having a very different discussion. And even the pushback that happened with the kerfuffle or the past couple of days would not have been nearly as bad.
Yeah.
Yo, what up, everybody?
Study Mage,
Howdy.
there he is.
Hey.
Yo,
Hey.
yo, we need your
He
intro.
missed his
cuz.
intro a couple times.
Yo, he woke up. Let's go. Now we need your intro, man.
What do you mean? What intro?
He smelled the
yourself.
6th lab.
We all did it. I need you to introduce yourself. We all did it. Don't be shy. You know, I'm shy, so it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all right.
Guy, sure.
What's up, everybody? I'm Study Mage.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I've been playing
Howdy.
for over a year already.
Okay, go on.
And yeah, I just like enjoyed the tower.
Keep on going. Lifetime coins, lifetime stones.
No, hold on. Let him finish, dude. Let him finish. No, let him finish, man. Yeah, let him finish, dude. Go on.
Someone was asking about lifetime stones.
Coins.
Coins, yeah.
Oh, lifetime coins. Yeah, I just recently broke one big queue the other day.
Oh, nice.
Damn, congrats.
Hey,
man.
Congrats, bro. That's badass.
Big W.
Huge.
You got to teach me how, Study Mage.
Pointtown asked you, are you free to play, Study Mage?
For the most part now. For a while I was wailing a bit.
Hey.
But after the recent relics thing, I'm considering maybe getting the event boost every other week or something now.
That's when most of us
With the new
did it
bot
too.
that came out, so we could definitely need more medals.
We got a fresh patch of FOMO.
Yeah,
into
Study.
the
I'm
game.
going to need a fun fact about yourself, Rubber said.
I like reading.
Okay.
No. He said a fun fact. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Damn.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yo, you're harsh, man.
No, I'm just salty because I don't know how to read.
Rough crowd.
I'm salty because I don't know how to read. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm from Philly. We don't even read anyway. We don't know how to read. No, I'm kidding.
All right, you want to know the real fun fact? I could read at a college grade level when I was 12.
Nice.
Me too.
I still can't read at a college grade level, so congrats, man.
Also, really quick, Eagle.
I'm out of college. We'll say
Eagle,
that.
real quick. I see you got to run. Thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime.
See you guys
man.
college is boring as hell.
All right, see you.
I have problems reading this patch notes.
Also, Spartan is communicating with the neighbors by Morse code. He doesn't read or talk to them.
I thought it was smoke signals.
No, Telegram.
Oh no,
Telegram.
Christian joined the server. Well, we already know what that means. Oh man. Well, I had a good run. The stream was monetized for a while, but I don't know anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh man.
No.
Well, GG's boys.
Everyone's
We all gotta pay.
Everyone temper your sense of decency.
I will not
every
proceed
swear
until
word.
you donate. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not like that. Only if you want to. Nah, I'm just kidding.
It's like the swear jar. We'll have like a swear jar for this this call.
Yo, I had a jar. Nah, it wouldn't be relatable. I had a jar. It said something like 589 was right, because I swear every time he predicts something, he's usually right. It's so funny. Made like a picture, just put the coins in the jar,
I think he's from the future, man.
Could be, It could be. Really quick also, if you guys want to be a part of the server, links are in the description. If you also want to reach out to me, my Discord username is in the description as well. I've had this Discord for a while. Believe it or not, I made the server over a year ago it was basically the promise for when I hit like 500 subs, but we're about to 4x that really soon. And I didn't know what to name it, but now we are sticking with Just Guessing University. Where did that come from? Really quick, about a year ago, Jay Plays clipped me saying that in a stream, and I just, they clipped me into a soundboard, and I stuck with it because I thought it was funny, and here we are, making things happen
I
now.
still set up mine.
The tag's lore deepens.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I can spark something if you want me to have a topic.
What do you got? I was going to continue on with the update. I think the only other things to cover are, well, the execution of the update, but I think we already went over that pretty much.
Well, I actually, my thing was about the execution actually a little bit. So you know how they do the updates, right? It's like a slow roll out to Android, blah blah blah, right? The whole song and dance.
Oh,
do you think that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
go
actually mentioned it in like my video a little bit in the car, the IRL video, but you think they handled that like pretty bad in terms of like they could have kind of stopped it earlier if it was a so-called mistake, like a typo that it was 5 times, that they had ample enough time to halt the update and revert it before they waited overnight and like 24 hours later try to say it was.
So here's another issue with that. Only this game that I've played, other games that I've played, usually they wait until both the platforms are ready to release the update, because iOS, for whatever reason, their quality assurance, they're always a day behind. And it's kind of unfair in the past, because if you're on Android, in this game, you always get the update early, and there may be a busted mechanic that people could abuse for like 24 hours or so before they nerf it. Just like how,
I had
the 5X thing,
I had 0 farm runs at the 5 times. Like, I mean, it happened to a lot of players. Like I saw a lot of iOS players very like it's such a FOMO feeling, you know. I was checking my freaking iOS store multiple times, like at work. I'm like, man, I gotta get this update. I'm seeing people farming ×5, like, you know what I mean? And I think you're right. Like, I've never seen a game that does that way either. Like, there's definitely a way for them to just have it released. Like,
I felt
at
like
the
they
same
should
time.
have just waited till today to like revert it back.
Oh my god, really quick. Yo, Fuzz wrote it. Yo, thank you for the 50. He said, hey guys, hope all is well.
Damn.
Tell Spartan
Fuzz wrote
I
that?
am mad at him. Oh.
Oh damn, Spartan, what'd you do?
W's in
Mr.
chat, boys.
Mr. Fuzz.
Tags you need Roda.
Fuzz Rhoda. I don't know. Dude, I'm from
That's
Philly.
from
We can't
Skyrim.
pronounce things right. Come on.
That's from Skyrim, man.
I never played Skyrim, dude. How am I going to know, man?
I knew there was something wrong with you.
Oh, okay. Oh, so now there's something wrong with me. Okay, gotcha. All right.
And by the
way, I saw your remark, Versetti. Very funny, okay? Yeah. Very funny, buddy. I saw that.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone else did. I said that Tags is about as shy as a weekend prostitute.
Well, there goes the monetization. No, I'm kidding.
Uh-oh.
If it wasn't gone yet, it's gone now.
And it's gone.
Oh, it's amazing.
I'm
Oh,
back.
Brian
Yo,
Hill
Spartan,
said
really
in
quick.
chat.
Spartan, really quick. I just got a dono from Fuzz Rhoda, and he said, hey guys, hope all is well. Tell Spartan I'm mad at him.
And me?
Fuzz
What did
Rhoda.
I? What?
Fuzz Rhoda. I
What?
hope I said it
What
right.
did I do?
I don't know.
Foos.
Oh, that's Foos. That's
Foos.
Foos.
That's Foos.
Oh crap! Did I? Oh my god, dude! I'm just.
It's
butchering
all
it.
good,
I
man.
also
Right.
I also read it as Fuss the first time. It's okay.
So wait, you mean to tell me I said it really badly? Oh my lord! Ugh.
Yeah, Flipstar said it in the chat about like, and I don't want to call out any beta testers or anything, but it's also like, because it could have been, nobody knows really what happened, but it's like, if didn't we all see ×5 and know immediately like that's a little broken? Like,
Oh
or
yeah,
was
can
I
I
alone?
say something about
Oh,
that
yeah.
real quick? So here's the thing. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but there's been things before in even in other games, okay? I can relate, like even like in random dice that I used to play, when certain things get released and they are like, when they're like really strong and you notice it, like sometimes there's certain things that like it's like really strong
Right away.
when they
Yeah.
did 5x for utility, I'm thinking like, yo, there is no way that this is balanced. Literally, Sky was making 600 big Q an hour off the rip. Okay, he probably got up to like 1s a minute at some point doing that. You know, that just seems illegal. You know, like that's just way too strong. I don't know, man.
Yeah. No, you're
Yeah,
right on the
it's
money.
crazy.
Like, dude, there's
Yeah.
no way in hell that it was like what they said it was, you know? Like they definitely had to have made a mistake because
Yeah.
no beta tester in the world is like saying, "Oh yeah, this is great for the game. Like this 5 times is perfect," you know? Like there's no
Yeah.
way. I find that so hard to believe.
Now, believe it
I
or
wonder how
not,
long they run the
others are
beta.
beginning to mention about the ultimate weapon dissonant bonus, and I don't want to say much about that because I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah, let's not ruin that.
But anyways,
know what I'm
enough
thinking?
of that. Enough of that, though.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
what it
enough
is. You
of
know,
that.
let's not beat a dead
I
horse.
think I'm thinking that some of the top players have some shares in FUDs.
But yeah,
A lot of updates are for top players, kind of.
Yeah.
I
think
want
it
to
was a
buy
good
some
update.
shares in the company.
Yeah, is it
public.
is it public?
No, I don't think so.
It's probably, if it was, it'd be like a fat dip on update day, and then it would have just been like a perfect time. It would have been a perfect time to buy, boys. It's
Oh, yeah,
going for the moon.
Just buy on update day, sell about
Oh, yeah.
2 weeks later, wait for the next update.
Oh, so
Oh,
real
yeah.
quick about updates. Someone said there's no programmatic way to release to iOS and Android, and it hit the market at the same time. iOS is reviewed by a person and/or AI. Android just puts a rubber stamp on it and sends it to the market in waves.
Yeah,
Well, I
Brian
wonder if
Hill
there's
said
a
he's
way
a
that they could.
developer.
I wonder if there's a way that they could release the update, wait until it's available on both, and then flick a switch, and you just restart your game and have access to everything. Like you download the update, the code's there, and then they just do it like an event.
Yeah, like on server, like on the server side or something, you know?
Yeah, like that would be the ideal way to make sure everybody gets it at the same time. There's no lag, there's no delay, and then there's no unfair advantage of people like me and Tags who had access to the 5X on utility before the nerf for a day or so and maybe get a couple runs in.
Well, what about like a like an on-off switch, like what they did with the live updates with the swapping it from 5 to 2 and then 2 to they did do 2 to 3 for
well, that's kind of what I mean.
Everything else, like just do an on-off switch.
Yeah, I feel like you can still update the game, but it just doesn't have access to the features until they turn it on their side.
Yeah, you have to have access to the download, but wait until it's available to everyone before flipping that switch.
On a side note, I want to see some people that does YouTube, some tier 14 or higher. Is there any tactic to do the dissonance runs? For attack and
Funny you ask,
the other
Andre.
ones at higher tier.
Funny you ask, Andre. I've literally been doing a tier 14 ultimate weapon dissonant run this whole time.
I am too. No, but when it starts to get harder, you have to
Interesting.
think about what you have, what you need, what would be ideal. I think people will like to see at some point. People will go through. Like 1 to 13 is gonna be easy because there's no battle condition, I suppose. And at some point they're gonna hit 14, 15, 16. I'm at 18. I want to see 17, 18. What do I need to get to 5K? But obviously I cannot do it with what I have. So maybe someone have any ideas? What's good, what's bad?
Well, Tags, you're just basically running full-on glass camo, right?
Yes.
Assuming that's how it's got to be.
Yes, I'm not doing a hybrid setup because there's no fleets really, and basically I'd rather keep the health low so I deathify more. And there's really, there's only like 2 or 3 fleets, but it's fine. But tier 15, I might have to do EHP or health. I might have to add in health for tier 15 because I triggered Berserker for the first time already, so. I might have to put in health, because my level skips are not doing a good job now. Enemies got one
Greeny,
big
how
S.
far are you on yours?
So I'm done. I'm kind of doing them in a weird order. I'm doing ultimate weapon mostly first and damage, and then I've only done 1 utility, and then I've done 5 of the defense ones. So I'm up to tier 15. Up to tier 15 or tier 16. I did that partially on my stream I did earlier today.
Any struggles? Any changes? You have to make?
No, not yet. So I'm not gonna do the tier 17 yet, but
So this here, the strategy here that I've been doing, it's been doing good, but I'm basically relying on rend armor and range and damage per meter. But I don't think I'll be able to finish tier 15 like this. So I might have to do EHP or something like that.
Any certain mods you running with?
Yes. So I am using Amp Strike and Havoc Bringer, Project Funding and Singularity for the bot size. I'm using Magnetic Hook. Anything else does not matter for this one because they don't do anything. And then I'm running ACP for the Shockwave size, and Space Displacer for the landmines, basically. So that's how I got the Shockwave of 4.35 meters, because I'm running 169 meter range at the moment, because I figured there's no chrono field, and I guess give the enemies more time to reach you and stuff. I guess that's what I was
Not to
thinking.
mention take advantage of your DPM.
Yeah, and plus my damage per meter and my bounce shots and all sort of. Well, sort of.
Not so much bounce shot.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because of the range. So more so
Also,
damage.
a question out there. At the moment, for example, I'm farming tier 18. Is there anything for the dissonance that could help people progress to go into higher tiers?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, I'm doing a 5 to K wave tier 18. If I do dissonance runs and upgrade my attack and ultimate weapons, will that be enough to progress to tier 19 farming, or you need a lot of things for tier 19 or to progress in
honestly
in farming tiers?
Honestly, tier 19, I don't even know if it's even that good of a tier to farm, really. And I kind of want to skip it and go to tier 20, but I don't think that's really a realistic option. But what you could do is, it sounds like you're just, this is going to sound really lame, but it sounds like you're just going to need more damage, like ultimate weapon damage. And especially now, with ultimate weapon, you could easily buff up your CL and your spotlight and stuff, and that could definitely give you a nice boost to move up to that, which I might be doing eventually. I don't know. We'll see.
But this is a question: is there any like ideas or plans how to take advantage of all these new updates, dissonance runs, to progress your account? Like, what's the idea behind? How can you progress? Like going further into farming tiers, or getting higher in ranks with all the milestones that everyone's doing, 5K waves, or like as much as you can. Like, what's the idea behind it? What would be an efficient?
Oh, but here's another thing too, Andre. It might not be ideal to move up a tier anyway, because your coin bonus is probably going to be more on a lower tier now anyway. You might actually have to move down a tier to efficiently farm now, which is another thing too.
We'd have to test like if a maxed out utility at like the lower tier is better than your times, like, I don't know, like 3,000 wave on the above tier. It's all about testing. It's just another aspect to test, like on your own account.
Yeah, I'm currently farming tier 14 again. Originally, I was farming tier 16, but on my tier 14, I got the 3x bonus.
Yeah.
I'm already like 7,100 on tier 14.
Yeah, but Andre, it is early still, so we're going to have to give it some more time just to see, so...
But here's why I'm asking, because, from coins perspective, yes, you need to farm on the one that you have, the maximum waves, I suppose, to get the most efficient coins from the farming. But you also need module level. So the higher tier you farm, the more shards kind of you get. So you need the balance between those, because obviously module levels are very important for tower progression as well. There's only 2 ways to get them.
I saw a question come in, TM, so if you want to ask it.
Yeah, random. I think it's a pretty good question for you guys. What are some good stone investments since the update? I feel like everything's up in the air.
Yeah, so a while back, someone was telling me about how like they think now that Chrono Loop is like more of a mandatory thing now. I think CC now is even more important now to have. So I'm talking about things like Chrono Loop to a higher level, maybe to max eventually. Poison Swamp is going to matter a lot more now. Preferably double Swamp just for the stunning, not for the damage. Assist mods, armor assist mod might even be a thing now because of the dissonant runs and all, using like orbital augment and other things, which is one thing I'm going to be eyeing up soon in the future. Things like that. And even now, if you didn't pick up any like EHP masteries and you run damage, it may be an okay hill now. I mean, it might be an okay thing now to pick up, like maybe, I don't know, regen or second wind, maybe to help with dissonant runs. Maybe, I don't know 100%, but I'm leaning towards the Chrono Loop though for sure. I think that's definitely more of a priority now, and
Do you guys think this lowers the priority of like Golden Tower Plus?
Yes, a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think now because of utility dissonant bonus, you could focus on that more to improve your coins in the meantime. Then
Yeah, because you kind of have another like avenue to improve your econ by in terms of like I can improve by farming higher tiers and upgrading other stuff, and it's actually going to help me gain more coins because now I'm farming like tier 16, and it's going to improve your tournaments too. So it's like another way to boost your econ and also your like raw power.
Someone said that masteries are strong too. Yes, I agree. Definitely, if you have an option to put your stones into, say, like in terms of like econ or whatever, like definitely masteries first. I think because you'll get the biggest like boost out of them because it's just a one-time purchase and then you just do the labs. So definitely, those are strong.
I think intro sprint mastery just got an increase in popularity.
Yes. If you can afford intro sprint mastery, I think now that is a priority to pick up in terms of card masteries now. And intro sprint for sure.
So to add on to that, just as
and
an example,
skip too. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, just as an example, I don't have GT Plus. I'm running 4 masteries right now.
And that was before the update.
Well, before the update, I could do 1 to max, maybe float another at the same time. Now I'm running 4 masteries at the same time.
Oh wow, that really renders GT Plus like lower for sure if that's the case.
I'm curious what Greeny has to say about this. If he would start Greeny, if you would start a new account, what would you do?
I don't know exactly. I haven't thought about it.
That's pretty hard for him to, answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to say from
I'm
Mount
trying to play
Everest.
optimally. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I'd have
How
to
would
do
you
it.
go about it?
I don't even know.
I mean, I suppose there's gonna be a lot of new people in the game with all
It's
these
probably
new
a lot of the
updates.
same stuff as like previous updates, or like in version 27. It's probably pretty similar. Just try to get GT, Black Hole, Sunken, all of that.
Yeah, but would you go hard into econ? Would you say the priorities are like econ, masteries, then bots, then other stuff? I don't know. What would you think is like the ideal path or like a good path to take?
I'd probably start off with some econ. I think just getting like enough econ to do stuff is good. But I'd probably go like, it kind of depends on what ultimate weapons I get. If I get set up for like a damage setup, like Chain Lightning, Spotlight, and stuff, then I'd probably go with that. But if I don't see those at all, and I see like Death Wave, I would probably go EHP. It kind of depends like what ultimate weapons you see.
So if you get the damage ultimate weapons, would you ignore econ until you get some, I don't know, stones from tournaments and stuff?
Not fully. I wouldn't like fully invest in econ though. You'd still want some econ to like get like workshop upgrades and stuff, but like you don't need.
Because at the beginning there's a lot of labs.
Yeah.
And there's the problem. Like the problem that they introduced 7x, 8x, but who would benefit from those? Like if you're Greeny in my they introduced 7x, 8x. Okay, what can I use it for? Because I have most of the labs done. Wouldn't that be more beneficial for newer players to have the opportunity to get more more X labs, to do the labs a bit faster, even though if they have only 5?
I think they added that for future updates, to be honest. I think that's what that was more of what its purpose was.
I mean, I suppose so, but it doesn't make sense to give 7x, 8x, and in my head would benefit newer players to catch up a bit, to the lab situation, which takes months and months and months. But if they introduce, and the only option, like the only people that can get the benefits from it is the older players, like 3-4 years, because they have everything and they can manage to get the sales for it.
I will
It's
say
like,
Dissonance does actually help people like early game players for lab catch up, because the slog from like tier 1 to tier 5 is going to be a lot shorter with Dissonance than it used to be. Like if it took like previously 5 months to get like to where I can afford ×3 labs, it's now going to be like half the time probably for when players can start to be doing like ×3 labs, because they can farm higher tiers.
Also, it might make it easier now to start affording the wall earlier.
Yeah,
I know
that too.
I know for a fact, because like I have a mini account, and as soon as I unlocked the wall, I basically moved up a farming tier, and it helped me get out of silver and gold league basically, and it was really beneficial. So yeah. Definitely.
I think more than a few people have done like beginner videos, and definitely the balance of it all. It helps out more if you lean more towards into attack. Like it's not going to help you as much as far as like econ wise. You won't grow as much or as quickly. You just need to find that balance in it all. Yeah, definitely wall will definitely help with that.
Yeah. You guys think they, with all the new stone like sinks, that they should actually like be giving players more stones, or do you guys think like it's actually healthy, the amount of stones?
I mean, I wouldn't mind some more stones, but I highly doubt they're ever going to do that, because then their argument is going to be, oh well, they're not as valuable, or or
yeah,
it would not
but
incentivize
they
as
are
much spending or something like that.
You're definitely right, but the more content that they add that costs stones also increases the value of one stone, right? So it's like they're adding more content to make stones feel more valuable. So I'd like, you know what I mean? Like every new update has just been stones, Asmod stones, masteries stones, ultimate weapon stones. Now the bot masteries, more stones. Like for someone like me who is literally on not even card masteries yet, it's like very overwhelming, I guess, because I'm like, man, I don't even know if I should unlock Chrono Field or should I do like RPC plus. Like I don't know where I should put my stones into, right? And it just does feel like I'm not really gaining a lot either. So like if I do invest 2 months worth of stones and I make the wrong decision, it's like a huge decision, right?
And like where I'm at right now, bro, like I got like 34K stones saved up, and now with this new they like I gotta think about even like for bots, like maybe I should
30,
but no, it's too expensive.
34K stones, bro. You need Fortress Mastery immediately, obviously. No, I'm kidding.
Bro, but you holding that many stones is like you're kind of wasting a lot of your potential.
Holy
right
crap.
now. Like
yeah, that's a lot.
I
Man.
know, I know, bro. I know I am. I was just doing it for the memes.
That is crazy.
Bro could max out his Chrono Field Plus off the rip.
Bro, that's actually a hard screenshot. Like if you have that many stones, people are gonna think you're like on a dev build or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
dude. I think even Sky is jealous now. I mean, you got more than him holding now.
That's more than I had saved.
Nathan said bro is self-nerfing.
Self-nerfing. Wait, hold on. One time for the kids, man. You realize you had all them stones saved. Nah, I'm kidding.
Like hoarding stones for no reason, but other than the memes.
Bro, if only stones had a little bit of an interest on them, eh? Then you'd be laughing. That's the new
Stone
feature
interest.
you need.
Hey. Oh man, imagine that.
But yeah,
But
man,
yeah,
stone interest. That's actually a decent idea, I think. Honestly, if they want to improve some stones.
You know what's
Stone
interesting?
interest.
You know how they got a lab coin discount and all this? Yo, where's the stone discount
The
at,
stone
man?
discount lab, yeah.
Man, where's that at, cuz?
That's actually a good way to balance out like the catch up, I think, actually, if they did add that. That's actually a good idea too.
Dude, I would love to see a stone.
Probably cost a lot though.
Like up to 25% reduction.
I think they could start it at like maybe at like a little Q, maybe. Like could be. I don't know. Maybe that's too
Even
high.
then,
Maybe
they would have to
maybe
add
a trillion.
They'd have to add a
It would have
respec
to
in
be
there.
like a half a Q to start out, up to like maybe
No,
like
they
10
will.
Q.
They will never do a respec though. There's no chance they'll do a stone respec.
then any kind of reduction in cost in order to get stones back would have to just be retroactive and then just immediately give them back. Because normally, when you
Yeah.
back is how you get resources back.
Yeah, maybe they could do. I don't know if they could like code that into the game. Like if it calculates like your stone investment. I guess like I don't know if they can do that.
I mean, they already know that just based on what the levels of your ultimate weapons are.
Buds almost fell off his yacht hearing us talk about that.
No, guys, he hates water.
Did you hear that splash too?
Nice.
That's fucking funny. Yeah. I don't know. There's so many like pro player ideas we have, but it's never like pro developer ideas. That's what I've noticed. I don't know.
33,801 to be exact. Stones.
Then I think once I there's this tournament, I should be at just about 4K stones. Yeah, it's been quite a few months saving up, hoarding up for absolutely no reason, but I do want to spend the stones already. Like,
Dude, you should just
I
like
ain't
go
gonna lie.
full send on bot synchro. Fuck
Dude,
it.
he could go.
I
That
still
new
don't have
content.
I don't have my assist mods opened up. I want to
Okay.
get a Chronofield Plus. I mean, bunch of shit. I want to get some of the masteries.
That's okay, man. Just skip it. Just go right to the new content.
straight up, just skip everything else and just get the stones. The bot synced up.
That's all the old toys. You don't need to play with the old toys. Just bot sync right away. I don't know. I guess this chat we could I think chat, like if you guys didn't have any questions for us, like feel free I think to put them down.
Yeah, if anyone has any like questions regarding the update or anything, I'm looking at the chat too. So yeah, I'm reading, I'm listening to you guys talk as well. I have a habit of cutting everyone off, so I'm working on that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm a big talker. I'm sorry for everyone that I've cut off in this chat.
Well, that's good because I'm not, obviously.
Me personally, I'm just curious what
Just
people
kidding.
want to see for the.
For
What
future?
would they like to see?
In the future?
I think
In
a
the
lot of
game.
people will probably say tournaments. I think that was like the biggest missed content that people probably wanted out of V28.
What I would like to see in the
Well,
future.
it could be in the 4 weeks update. You never know.
What I would
You
like
think
to
that's
see in the
actually going to
future-
happen?
I mean, no, not really, but it's
Me
possible.
personally, I want to see another tournament.
I know what I would like
I
to
would
see in the future. I would like to see Nova Sky spend the stones. Hey, no, I'm kidding.
I've been talking about.
Nah, I'm
I've
just
been
messing.
talking with Clouded.
Clouded?
Clouded.
Yeah, man, don't ask me. I'll just say Fortress Mastery, dude, and get it over with.
I just feel like they would have like announced or teased like the new tournament thing if that was the plan for the second half of the update. Like I don't know. I could be wrong though. Maybe they want to like surprise us with it.
Oh, you know what? Random, he has a question. I like this one. He said, would you all save up gems right now or spend to rush Dislat Labs or max out mods if they're not 5-star yet? So me, I'm trying to rush the Echo Labs because they have a huge benefit for me, but for somebody else, maybe it could be a little bit different. But
If you have your full mods like set up pretty good, then yeah. But I ain't got shit from the mod, so I'm just hoarding up the gems until a banner comes up or something, and I'll be taking more advantage of it.
Greeny, what do you think? Three tournaments per week would be bad or good?
Honestly, I would rather not. I think that's too many.
Me too.
I think 2 is fine.
Too many to do or too many reward?
I don't know. It's I don't know. I feel like it would interrupt farming.
The flow of the game.
Yeah.
You
the
think
flow.
they can do like a guild battle, something like that, and then that ends up being like the third tournament or like the third stone income, but it's like a more of a guild focused thing?
Yeah, but at the same time,
what
you
I
have
would like to
guilds that have just a concentration of high tier people.
Yeah, but you can get around that if you only take the ranks they are end up, not the waves. If you take the ranks they are add up in their leagues. So
that's a good
first
idea.
place
Yeah.
in gold is exactly the same worth as the first in legend, and you take these numbers and compare them to other guilds, and you could have some little for the guilds, some little prices like a few keys for everyone, like 2 or 3, so that the people see at least the currency they never get close to, you know?
What
That's a
about
cool
global
idea.
So
A
something I would
collective
actually
challenge for everybody in the tower, like so many billions of enemies or whatever number. I don't know.
Yes, I
that
love
have to
those
be
type of
killed,
things.
that everybody contributes towards during their
Mm-hmm.
runs, and then everybody gets a reward if it's met.
I love those type of things. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah. The only
Something
thing
I
it kind of
cool.
exposes like the player base, in a way. I don't know if they want to disclose that. Not.
I mean, if it's something just like enemies killed in a week.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea, actually. It's more like PvE content and not PvP. So I saw people
Exactly.
saying they don't want more PvP. They'd rather have like other aspects. That could
Yeah, I
be
did
cool.
see that pro comment.
And they could even like implement like not just stones in that. They could put like skins. They can put a lot of different rewards into that system too, which could be cool.
Something I would like to see would actually be a mothership. So like we already have the fleets, right? So like a mothership unit will just randomly show up during like your farming run, and like throughout the week it will show up. You do so much damage to it, and it will disappear. And all the damage that you do to it, your guild will contribute to killing the mothership for the week.
That's cool. Yeah. That's a cool
Something
idea
that
too.
I would personally like to see implemented to the game. Personally, I just recently got about 3 weeks ago LDCloud, and it's been a really big help as far as like I don't need to use my second phone. I would love the tower to implement maybe in some sort of like research, like where you don't have to
like
pay
offline.
Offline,
Yeah.
bro. Something
Yeah.
offline, because you having to, in order to play the game like great, like, or good, and you have to be paying a second party to be able to farm offline. I mean, this game you need to be on there all the time, so it would be a really good implementation to put that into the game where you're able to do that and not having to.
I actually agree, and it's balanced because you know what, like another thing is being offline, you're not going to be getting the gems, right?
Correct.
So it's still balanced for like if you do want to dedicate the time to not be offline, you're still going to benefit more than the offline players, you know? So I agree
Like
with
put
that.
a research on where like in like up to like maybe 10 points on research, where like if you upgrade your research you get like 3 hours offline, 4 hours, up to like 24 hours, and then it cuts off or something like that, you know? I don't know, something.
Yeah, even just like anything they want, like 12-hour, 8-hour, whatever they want, they can do it. 100%, 80% of your last run, whatever they want to like balance it, they can do. But for sure, that should be a feature. I agree.
I want to make it more fun. I want to sabotage someone's tower once per day.
Do like a battle, like a tower battle.
Kind of like
I want to sabotage his tag's tower when he's farming.
You can just
When
nerf
he's
his
not
like
watching.
golden tower.
Yeah, that would be fun. Just sabotage one person per day.
Yeah.
Spend coins and push more enemies onto their screen.
Like tags
Yeah,
is
I
on
don't know. I
stream.
know. Sabotage it somehow.
Wait, what?
So that
Tags
would
is
be
on
fun.
stream and he's like, I'll be back. I'll go to the washroom. You just shut off all his ultimate weapons.
Yo, that is, that is cold, man.
That's
That's evil.
No,
But that would be fun, though.
No, the funnier part will be if you shut off the chrono field and I'm still alive. Fuck.
Hey yo.
You get one ultimate weapon to shut off. Choose wisely.
Inner
Up until like,
landmine.
2 months ago, you could do that by, for like $2. You could stop somebody's tower from farming.
Well, like
Remember
donate
before you
gems to them?
Yes. Before the game would keep
something
running.
like that.
Evil,
Yeah.
man.
You
That's
want-
so
that's
evil.
Yeah.
rude.
So you
actually
want to
a
bring
thing?
that back, huh?
Do it in the middle of the night too, so while they're sleeping.
Oh,
Buy
yeah.
them gems at 3 a.m.
Bro,
Oof.
that's the biggest
Yeah.
troll. Imagine every
But
night you just buy
only once per day. Once per day per person. Just once, because
Oh,
then
you're about to reach
everyone
first
would
place.
everyone would group up on Christian. Everyone would sabotage.
Oh,
Candyman, I think you found the perfect rework for the bounty bot.
Yeah, I think it would be fun. Sabotage someone. Once per day just to have fun. I would sabotage Christian. Just no econ for him.
Yo,
sabotage is golden power.
Someone had an interesting question. You see what McChicken Joe wrote? He said, do you think that they should utilize the recent coins per hour to implement AFK coins with an early game lab that lets you increase the percent of attack coins you get over 24 hours of not playing? Also, this song is fire. Thank you. But go on, proceed.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. If they were to implement like the offline feature, they could 100% utilize that recent coins per hour as like your metric.
For all we know, that's the reason they put it in the first place.
Could be, yeah.
I will say this, though. Since I've been doing the Dissonant runs, though, my recent coin... Okay, never mind. I was going to say it was a lot lower than what it should be, but never mind.
Wait,
It
but
was, like,
guys,
3
also what
times
we're not
lower.
thinking about is your cells. So they'd have to do like a... Do you think they'd have to do like a recent cells per hour too on the offline? Because like...
Probably.
Because man, like they could add that feature and then you gain no cells and nobody will ever go offline. Like it wouldn't
They'd
change
also-
anything, you
They'd
know?
also have to do the same thing for reroll shards.
Yeah, they
Guys,
that's-
the only reason they don't do offline modes because you won't get that FOMO of needing to do stuff in the tower if you're offline. So everything will be more, relaxed.
You would still get
not
the
hype,
FOMO
not
of
FOMO.
not getting gems. You would still get that FOMO of not getting gems, and also you wouldn't be like maximizing your income, like they'd have to balance it to where like if you're actually playing the game actively, you're gonna get more coins and more cells. But I think like there's a lot of people that might want to actually play this game but more on a casual side. Like, they don't want to just have like a second phone running 24/7, but they do want to play the game like every day. Like I play idle games like that where I just log in like once or twice a day, collect my rewards, click some upgrades, and that's it.
There's some
Now,
games like that, like Legend of Slime and stuff. You usually log in, you click your stuff, and then just,
Yeah.
you just exit.
And I mean, you'll never be able to compete against the people playing 24/7, but it does open the player base up more towards like more casual players,
Yeah, but the more interactive you are with the game, that's why this game is not offline at the moment, is because the more you interact, the more you want stuff, the more FUDs can sell you, or at least try to. That's why it's not AFK. The more you interact, the more you want stuff.
But the fully min-max players who are like the majority of current tower players will still min-max the game, because you're going to be getting like I said, the gems. You're going to be getting all 100% of your coins. But there's a lot of people who don't have that mentality, and I think like there's no issue with like a bunch of gold players just playing casually, and will actually improve like the ecosystem for the real players that like grind the game every day.
I think one of the biggest things that actually, because I did start the game like a lot, like quite a few months before I actually played it. It made me uninstall the game was the misdirection of the title of the game is that it's an idle defense, a tile defense game. Like if they changed it from idle to incremental, like that, just changing that name would actually build up a bigger player retention, I think. Because like telling people that it's an idle game and it's not an idle game.
No, I know. I quit the game for the first time when I realized that I wasn't getting, like, I found out what cells were, and I wasn't playing the game like overnight and everything, you know? And then I realized, oh my god, I'm not getting like cells. And then that's when I realized, oh my god, I have to play this game 24/7 if I want to have cells, you know? So it did turn me off too. I quit the game after like 2 weeks of playing. 3 years ago. Like my account is almost at the 3rd year anniversary, but I've only been playing for like 9 months, 8 months. I could have been where Greeny's at, basically, if I just played 3 years ago. JK.
No.
Yeah,
If you
I'm
would-
joking. I'm joking.
Same here.
We have to rectify that. If you would spend like for the
No, I'm
last
joking,
3
but-
years.
No. But I would have.
I would be,
yeah.
like after your video with tags on about like all the backgrounds, like tags shared like when he got back into playing.
Yeah,
like that's where I would be right now. I started my account's birthday is like February like 14th or something of 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when I jumped back into the game because I
You
started
started playing on Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
single.
a trucker, so like it's like family
Oh,
life
me
is
too.
non-existent.
I'm a trucker too. I get it. I'm just not over the road anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm over the road.
Yeah, I did that for the first 9 months and went local. Now I run the ports.
But overall, I think the game is going the right direction.
100%. Yeah.
Wait, did
100%.
Chris
I think if they
just realize-
they work on the guild a little bit, that would be great, and then rectify the bugs. You know, stop doing stupid, updates with full of bugs. But if that happens, give the opportunity for people to rectify their mistakes as well. I think it's pretty simple, straightforward. You know,
I mean,
because if you save, the problem is what I think is all the hate is like people save up for the update, and then they invest in something and then they change it. At least give them the option to get their stuff back and change it into something else if that case happens. Simple stuff like that would make a lot more sense and a lot more people happy, I think.
Yeah,
I honestly don't. I think a lot of people are actually not saying it, but they are more upset that they saved up all their stones, all their gems, all their metals, but like they saved it all up and didn't get anything.
Yeah, there was nothing really to spend it on this update.
Or maybe I wonder if, for example, they give a monthly, stone reset to people. Will that change?
Oh no.
Would that help?
I don't think that will ever happen. Like
or something like on that.
The problem with that is like part of the fun of the game is like what I mentioned earlier in terms of like it's such a big decision to like know what I want to invest in, And for me, I enjoy that part because it makes it feel like meaningful. There's so many games that like you can play and it's just like not meaningful upgrades, It's just like, yeah, I'll click the next upgrade. Oh, I'll respec if I don't like it. Where this game, it feels like honestly like there's a lot of thought process going into like your upgrades and it's because of that fact of like you can't go back.
I mean, you have to be calculated, I suppose, because of the how the game is.
Yeah, and I think that's actually like an edge that the tower has on a lot of games is that fact, to be honest. For me, at least, like that's something that drew me into the game for sure. Is that it feels like permanent decisions.
I wonder what Green would do different. Greeny, what do you think? Would you do any modifications to the game that would, I don't know, be healthier, I suppose?
I think it's fine right now. I would like to see a lot more like sliders and stuff. That's for me personally. I don't know. I'm not sure if other people would care about that, but I think a lot more sliders for things, like being able to lower the levels of things would be really useful.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Like the poison swamp.
Yeah, just like anything pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. So you want like full, like like almost everything can be like adjusted. So if you unlock that damage number,
would be good.
Yeah.
One thing that I would think is good would be like how they did this effects for like the visuals for the Golden Tower to lower the content on the screen. I think that would be good for a lot of other things. Just to toggle it off. Maybe they would reduce the device performance, the device burnout. Maybe that would be good for the game.
I think even if you just keep your phone on like Instagram homepage for 24 hours every single day, it's gonna burn your like phone battery. I think. I don't honestly think like the game is a problem.
Ultimate Weapon VFX. Like if we would have Ultimate Weapon VFX for everything and you just toggle them off, would that be better for the game? For the devices? I don't know.
Honestly, I think that would be great only for the ability to be able to see the backgrounds.
Yeah.
Because like they make these backgrounds and we get all these ultimate weapons, and like just being able to toggle off the Golden Tower, I could see more of the background now. If I could toggle off like the black hole, that'd be awesome. I'd be able to see the background. Like there's so many of these that like I want to see the backgrounds. Like they put time and effort into the artwork, and some of the backgrounds actually do stuff. It'd be interesting to actually see them again.
You know what's funny how we work? Like I remember when I was like just starting the game and I'd watch YouTubers with all the ultimate weapons and all the shit all around the screen, and I'm just looking at my blank like basic ass tower, and I'm like wishing like, oh man, I can't wait to get like these cool things on my screen. And then now you guys are like, I'm sick of these cool things on the screen. I just want to see the basic ass shit.
That was a lot
I
of
would
fun.
love to see any backgrounds just because I can't turn them on. So because my coins per minutes go down when I have any background running.
I think they fixed. Me and TMs, we like discussed this a while back. I know it's not as bad as it used to be. I don't know. Maybe it is fixed now, but yeah, that was a major thing before version 27.
Yeah,
for sure, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, we put like certain ones in FT, like the snowstorm. Like that was not an F tier
yeah,
skin.
I still haven't even tried doing that yet.
Yeah, like it's definitely not an F tier skin, but it literally gave you 1 FPS. So like,
yeah.
But I don't think it does anymore. I don't think it's like as bad as it used to be.
I think it still cooks the phone though.
Now.
Like,
yeah, it's still a frying pan. Like you can still cook your eggs on that shit, but like at least you have 20 FPS, you know. But yeah, I mean, I like this game a lot, guys. I'll be honest, but I like the community more. Like what somebody mentioned.
Question: what do you like about the? I like the color. I don't know. It's like very very nice colors, and it's very well put together.
I actually like the incremental aspect of it and the fact that it is a long grind. Like that is the appeal to me, at least. I don't really want to just have instant gratification like in this game. It feels so nice when you like get that big upgrade like after a month of like grinding for it, you know, and then you actually promote to a new tier or a new blah blah blah. Like it feels like impact. Like there's an actual fruits to your labor in this game.
There's one thing that brought me into this game before I even play the game is the music. I don't have it in the background anymore, but
Yeah.
the music, the soundboard is what actually made me play the game.
I
Yeah,
turned
the
that off
music
the
was
moment
good.
I started playing.
I can't turn on
Creosote
the
guy or
music
whatever.
anymore because it reminds me of 2022 again. Like when I first installed the game, that's why I'm like, oh.
Get into like
I used to
Sideways
go
Summer.
for walks and I used to go to the gym. I was just listening to this in the.
We just listen to tags music, baby. That's
Well,
right.
yeah,
You
could
know,
do
I've
that now.
never actually, I've
Yo,
never actually sat down
to
and listened
have
to the music here.
AI.
There's way
songs
too
running
many
in the
streamers. There's way too many streamers going on all the time, and I can never listen to the music going on.
Oh, sorry about
I'm
that.
just. Yeah, no. You should totally cut back on your streaming time. I mean, what is this? Like minimum 5 hours?
Yo, man, but you guys are some troopers, though. We've been on for 2.5 hours almost effortlessly. So thank you to everyone so far that's been on the panel. You know,
It's been a lot of fun, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still going strong, you know. It's only been 2.5 hours. I know. I'm not asking for you
Yeah.
guys to stay on for 5 hours, okay? You don't have
It's
to
not
do
a tag
that.
stream.
Yeah.
It's not a tag stream if you don't fall asleep and wake up with it still live.
Yo,
right?
others, they said that, TM. Someone said, the one thing I like about a tag stream is I can go to bed and wake up and he's still alive. I'm like, yo, is that a good or a bad thing? Crap.
That's funny.
I mean,
But,
it's good
yeah,
if you have if they go back and rewatch the stream.
Dude, I think Grotti probably falls asleep. Like he's awake like when you go live, and then he wakes up. You're still alive.
Hey, real quick, guys. Going back to TM's position on stone spending, I'd agree with that if like certain objects or items in the game were actually competitive as well, because like Black Hole Plus kind of just sucks. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't really offer much as far as like EHP goes that Chain Lightning Plus itself can't do. So it was literally an entire stone pack's waste, and now getting Chrono Field Plus is 975.
Or even like just making it so that way like all the ultimate weapons are impactful. Like I started the game like not knowing what I'm doing. Like I see that Inner Landmines is inside the event for 2 events in a row. So I'm thinking, oh man, Inner Landmines has to be like really good. Like it like the game wants you to use Inner Landmines. So I picked up Inner Landmines over Chain Lightning, over Chrono Field, and it's just like, okay, now what do I do? Like it does nothing for the entire time I have it, all the way up until I'm finally farming tier 10, and then it's finally doing something. But even then, it's still not doing anything. It's there for stuns, and that's it.
Yeah, that was my first ultimate weapon too, because I liked the description of it. I was like, oh, lots of things are hitting my tower. Why not add these mines that are going to protect it? Not knowing the actual game, you know? But
oh well.
I don't know.
On a side note, guys, I'm out. I have a busy morning tomorrow. It's been a blast. Yeah, slowly. I'm going to bed. It's been a blast. Love you guys. Love the community. Love the game. There can be some improvements, but mostly.
Yeah,
brother.
All right, Andre, you have a good night,
Have
man.
a good one.
Have a good one. Have a good one, everyone.
All right, let's
But
reset.
yeah, as far as like a Black Hole Plus goes, like if it could like at least affect, like elites a little bit, or like disable rays if it's inside a black hole, that'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Oh
There's
my
definitely
God.
like little balancing they can do.
Dude, if Black Hole Plus could disable rays, Consume is like moving up to be like top 3 ultimate weapon plus at that point. I would love that. And then it pulls
Or like
it in
just
too
slow
for
its
like
attack
temporary,
speed.
and then it has like a 50% chance to pull it in for a little bit. Oh man, that would be great.
So Mage, I guess like your main point of what I was saying is kind of like you don't think that there's been enough addition to the actual like meta of the game in terms of stone. Like they can add more filler like stone spending, but you're saying that like it's basically still the same amount of stone investment needed to reach like a certain amount of power. Is that what you're kind of saying?
Well, in my mind, it's like ultimate weapons are kind of like developing a build for like an RPG character, right? And so I don't want to spend money or stones, in this case, on something that ultimately will just get outclassed by something else. And then I'll regret making that decision later on.
Yeah.
That's my biggest issue with it, is like certain Ultimate Weapon Pluses just really don't do much for any build at all. Like, I mean, I guess, no, because not even Poison Swamp Plus would be good if you're basing off of bullet damage alone. Like, you already have, like, Spotlight Plus as an example, which does that even better. And then you can use Range Card on top of that.
Real quick, I wanted to direct to a question in the chat. Also, Fuss, thank you for the 210. He said, now that Spartan's gone, should I start the drama and say why I'm mad? Fuss said, I spent 5 houses making an animated video for a song I made last for him that he said he was going to use. He sent it and he never responded. Oof. Oh, man. And also, really quick, Miller's, he had a really good question. He said, have you talked about for newer players that don't have the lab for Dissonance, and if we should clear all to 5k waves, or if doing it now is just going to help later down the line?
I can start. Like, I don't have the lab.
Sure.
I am personally still doing them for the utility. And then I'm also going to personally do them for the EHP also, but it's not a main priority. I'm just doing like one a night because I also don't have intro sprint, so it's not like I can bang them out really fast. But I do think that even without the lab, it's still going to be worth it in terms of like, you got to look at it like I'm competing against other platinum players without the lab too. So if I do the hard work and even get that smaller bonus to my economy in like 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully it's going to pay off for me against the people that didn't do it. That's the way I'm looking at it. But I mean, we don't know. The update just came out. I could be actually slowing down my progress for all I know.
I'm actually doing the same thing. My highest that I could get is 16 on tier 16 is 222 waves, which you need 300 in order to even unlock tier 17. Like, I'm right there on the edge. And for me, getting intro sprint mastery, it just does not make sense. It's like I still have econ to fix. I still have other ultimate weapons. Like I said earlier, I don't have chain lightning. Like, chain lightning is going to be so much more impactful than intro sprint, I think.
I think you're right.
Like,
yeah.
So like, I'm going through like all the utility right now. I've been doing 2 utilities a day, and then I'll do a overnight farm.
Yeah.
And then my plan is I'm going to go down like all of the attack tree. Like, on all the tiers, I'm going to do all the attack there, and then I'm going to do all the tiers, like all the ultimate weapons, because I do have Spotlight. So like, my thinking is I'm going to actually be able to deal damage with like bullet damage, and then I'm going to go down like all of the all of the health tree, and just make it so that way like I'm a pseudo glass cannon. At least that's my thoughts.
Yeah. So Miller said, like, to our point, what we just said is he thinks that like losing the 8 hours, like, or whatever a farming run takes times 10 tiers, right? So that's 80 hours. Is going to be a loss of progress. But if it's going to take you, let's say, 500 hours to reach the point of where you can unlock the lab, then you're actually missing out on like 500 hours minus the 80 hours that you wasted doing them, right? So
and then like
my
brand new players
on it.
Like, brand new players, they come in and they'll they're not going to immediately start getting 5k, but they're going to be able to progress that 5k while they're making their way further and further like into the game, and they're going to actually be able to get there quicker because they already have all the 5K already done.
Yeah, they're gonna leapfrog. Like, I'm just scared about getting leapfrogged by not doing it, so that's why I'm doing it. Even if I slow down right now and I, let's say, fall a little bit behind in tournaments against the people that, let's say, aren't doing the other tiers, I don't mind, because I think that like in a month after that I do have all the tiers like done, that I'm just gonna catch up and then actually be running faster than them, right? So that's like the mentality that I have on it.
And then like I said earlier, like I'm right there close to getting the labs done anyway. So like, or get labs started anyway. So like, should I wait until Intra Sprint and Wave Accelerator is like even feasible for me to like budget? Because I am free to play mostly. Like I bought the coin bonuses, but like, other than that, I'm free to play all the way through. So like that's going to be months of waiting before I even get those cards mastered, and then I'd have to spend all the coins to get the masteries up, and then I have to spend all the coins because I'm already like at that point. By the time I get to that point, like I'll already have the Echo labs available. So like that entire time I could have been maximizing on all the Echo labs and all the Echoes from previous.
Yeah, that like 80 to 100 hours of like wasted runs is gonna easily be making up for in the long run. That's I think what's the play, even if you don't have the Echo lab.
So TMs, I have a baby account that I started on February 28th. And I'm already making over $1 billion per day after this update, and I'm only at 24 billion. But like, already after the update, I went from like 700 million to like over $1 billion. Like this run that I'm doing right now, it's 1.25 billion, and I'm still going.
Yeah. So what do you think? Like, you don't think it's worth doing the other ones? Or no?
I mean, it might be good to do it still. I mean, it's good to just try to get everything done, obviously, but
like that fast progression is gonna slow down at some point. Like, you kind of hit a wall, I feel like, at when you're farming tier 10. That's like the first tier that you hit like a little bit of a wall in terms of like the progression stops feeling like instant.
I was going to say tier 11, because tier 11 to 12, I don't know if that's still the case. Tier 11 to 12 was always a big jump, in my opinion.
No, tier 11 to 12 is a big jump, but tier 11 to 10, I mean 10 to 11 is also a big jump, and I'm saying is like that's like the first tier that it actually is a big jump.
I mean, yes and no, because like with these 5x bonuses, I feel like that jump is more like a bump now. I don't really think it's going to be that much more difficult. Like, you're basically getting the value of doing an entire lab without having to spend like several months doing it.
Okay, but I'll tell you this, like I was farming tier 10 for probably 2 months already, right? And then Dissonance comes out. I maxed out my tier 10 like utility. So I'm at ×3 in tier 10. I'm doing the Echoes. The problem is I can farm tier 11. I'll probably make more coins, but I'm not going to be making more cells for me.
Yeah, that's
the
me
thing.
too. Like, I'm stuck on cells. Like,
tier 10 is the best by far for cells at like the current level that I'm at, like by far, because I'm farming like 8,000 to 8,500 waves, and then when I go to tier 11, I'm lucky to get like 6,000 waves.
Well, with this recent coin bonus, you have even more that you can allocate back to Cells Plus as well. Not only that, but we also got the bot.
What do you mean
pluses
cells plus?
and-
like the enhancement.
Like the
sorry.
workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that enhancement really doesn't make up for the spawn rates of being over the 6,500 waves. It doesn't. Like, Our coin
But
value
see,
only
that
like I
that
can
coin
do
plus also
like 5
applies
10
to tier 10.
No, it does. That's what I'm saying. So my coin bonus went up in tier 10, obviously, but the tier 11 just isn't worth it for me right now. Like I can't survive enough waves to like get enough cells. So even
Are
if
you
I'm making
factoring it
like
as
a
the
little
sales
bit more,
What's your EHP still, right? Or are you moving to hybrid now?
in tournament I'm like moving to hybrid, but in obviously in farm I'm still EHP.
So what does your workshop plus health stats look like? Because you'd be surprised just how much those stats would actually do.
I'll tell you in a second. I think I am at for health I'm at 1.47 and then health regen is at 1.5. It costs me around 10 trillion per upgrade. And I make per run with the new dissonance, I'm making 30 trillion. So I can get 3 clicks in to my health in a run.
All right, and what does your health lab look like?
Level 50.
Yeah, so getting your health in the workshop plus up to like 50 or 60, you'd instantly be able to start farming tier 11 or 12. Like the jump is that big. Getting what was it, between 1.9 to 2.0 made my farming tier go from 14 to 15, and I gained like an extra 70 plus waves in legends. And that's only just
I
like
mean you could be
10 levels.
right.
It's huge. You wouldn't realize it.
No, you're probably right. Like you're probably right 100%, but it still doesn't like it's still a wall. Like that takes time to do it, you know? Like even like I said, I've been at tier 10 for months too. So it's not like I just hit tier 10 and then I can do that really quickly to hit tier 11. Like
No, yeah,
I still think
up
it's
there
enough
farming for a
time
while.
in between. Yeah, I still think it's enough time in between like unlocking the dissonance echo lab, because that was what the original question was. Like I do think there's still a lot of time to where you can unlock that lab and then actually afford to do the lab, where it's actually worth to run like the lower tiers. I do think it's worth it.
Yeah, so my tier 10 started all the way back in August of last year, and I didn't stop farming it till like the beginning of November, and I went from like 6k waves to like 9k, almost 10k.
Yeah, it feels like tier 1 all over again, like tier 10, you know? Tier 1, how you farm it till like you get to like 9-10k waves, like that's what tier 10 kind of feels like, where everything in between that, it was like every week I was going up a tier, like because I don't know, the jump was just different, where like tier 10 is like the first tier in a long time that I felt like it's kind of a wall.
Yeah,
Well, I'll be back. I gotta go to the washroom.
Does a lot more than
Yeah,
you
to
think
wash.
as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Another commander. Oh lord. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was wrong about that because I know that I jumped from tier 10 to 11 a little early. I think I was only doing like 9,500 on 10 at the time. I jumped to 11. But it's
I mean, yeah, that's about as much as I was making. Like my last one was 9,700 before I moved over to tier 11.
I'm still not consistently staying at like, because I'm bouncing between like 9,100 to like 9,800, so I'm not consistently staying. But no, like jumping up to tier 11, it's just the cells ain't worth it yet. But I still have more econ stuff to do, so like I'm not in any rush. Like I'm taking it slow.
Someone said we were supposed to farm tier 1 to 9k waves. I was always told that as soon as you hit 8 to 9k waves on tier 1, you go straight to tier 3 for farming, of course. And then tier 2 is milestone only because it's not worth farming the coins on tier 2 because you could jump to tier 3 and it's not even that much more difficult than tier 2. If I recall, back in the day, I was told tier 2 is 19 to 20 times more difficult than tier 1. Going from tier 2 to tier 3 is like 2 to 3 times more difficult. So might as well just go straight to tier 3.
With the Dissonance now, like tier 2 might actually be worth farming for the early game.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, no, it asterisks, but like it might, maybe. I
just think people
never
will
learned
fly
this.
through tier 1 like way quicker than it used to be, to where like they might not even still need tier 2, you know. But you can't change the fact that like the time part about the laps, so that will not change the time. Because you do need like the second black hole. I mean, you want to have like the black hole damage, right, to kill protectors, blah blah blah. But I don't know.
Dr. Script
I've actually been
yo,
working with someone.
all the homies hate tier 2.
Oh, tier 2.
I actually farmed tier 2. I was never given when I first started the tower, like I never bothered to actually look up any guides. I never bothered to look into I didn't even know Discord. Well, I knew Discord was the thing, but I didn't even think about looking into Discord until guilds came out.
God, that
So I've just been doing it all on my own, trying to figure it all out, and I was farming tier 2 for at least until I got up to 6k waves, and then I finally moved on to tier 3.
Dude, you guys would be surprised how many people are actually kind of like that. Like I'll see comments sometimes, like, or posts and stuff, and people are like, "Yeah, I'm farming tier 11, like to wave 1,200," you know, and I'm like, I just want to tell them, like, guys, that's not farming. Like that's a milestone freaking run, you know. But there's a lot of people I think that don't really. They're actually in that boat. Like they just do it all themselves. They don't look at guides, and it's a hard game to learn on your own if you were to do that. It's a very hard game.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of stuff that you may not know. Like my first year, I farmed with death penalty and dim core. You know, I don't know anything about it.
There's one.
I was farming with death penalty until tier 7.
I did tier 10 to 4,600 waves. Dude, I thought I was the man. I was like, yo, I'm doing tier 10 blender to 4,600. I thought I was the man, dude. Little did I know. I got humbled quick.
Yeah, like people, people see, they get black hole first. They're like, oh, lower that cooldown. You know, like there's so many things that like people just don't know, and it can like really hinder your progress. Like,
so we're gonna write a book, The Tower for Dummies,
as my first
Tower for Dummies
module from the module tickets that they offer in the very beginning. And then I was just doing whatever was the lowest in the Trinity for the cooldown, and I was just doing that.
Real quick, Bad Pro said, he tags, I know you guys talked about this earlier, but is it worth it to respec into Ampbot from Golden Bot? I can fully max one of them with only 3 to 4 levels of duration. Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think it's worth like losing all them coins to run a full Ampbot. Even though for tournaments it's good. You know, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's worth. So last month or so, I respec'd into a permanent scout. In terms of my guardians, I butchered my summon to run a permanent scout, and I thought it was good, but then I realized when I spec'd out of it eventually to run summon, because I don't think it's worth messing up your econ to like go all in on a bot or something like that, or like a guardianship, you know. So
Guardian presets win.
Yeah, so I don't think it's worth doing, honestly. I think I think it's better to keep your econ in check. You know.
Do you guys think it's
If you can
do you
max
guys think
the,
you have to max out
dissonance-
Golden Bot?
I would say so. Yeah, it's really powerful. It's really good, honestly. I didn't really know the effectiveness of it until I started maxing out the duration and stuff. And the more, well, when you max out the cooldown of Golden Bot at 50 seconds, every click of duration is much more impactful, and it becomes a really good tool to earn your coins with. Like, if I shut off my gold bot now when I farm, I think I lose 70% of my coins. I think it's really good later on.
Yeah.
And now
And
with
the
the
plus
range,
2 range, yeah.
yeah, 6 more meters of range. That's basically as if you're using a singularity assist almost. It's really
Yeah,
good. in my
and the
opinion.
movement of it too. Like Golden Bot just got buffed very heavily. I would say, like, it was a big buff to Gold Bot.
Oh yeah. Panic
So-
Barrage.
Something I would actually like to see with bots would be like a pathing, something that we could do, like okay, well, the first tier, it's going to be like an octagon around your tower. Like, it's actually going to stay inside of your range though, but it's going to be like doing this little circle around your around your tower instead of like just going randomly different places.
That's what I thought it was when I was reading like the patch notes before it came out. Like that's the way I interpreted that synchronarity thing. That's what.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, something to tighten the radius around your tower that the bot goes would be nice.
Dude, I wonder if that's a way they can actually buff like singularity harness if they did that. Like imagine that. Like it makes the range like tighter towards your tower or something. I don't think they ever done that before. Like have they reworked any modules?
The biggest buff is if the biggest buff is if you could decrease how far your bot it goes out in terms of the range of your tower. Like if you can get it to stay like moving more like towards the middle. That's
what I was saying with like singularity harness. If that could be like a buff to it, especially now that they added the range, it kind of I'm assuming like it kind of makes singularity harness even now less like important because the range is already really good. So, but yeah, have they ever like reworked modules? Like, do they do that? Home chip. What did they do to home chip?
Fixed it.
But was it a fix or like a rework though?
So basically,
when I first...
chip was buffed, in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
It was the first module I got, and I didn't get Spotlight till way later. And it's like, oh yeah, let's focus the Spotlight on the boss. Like, was it like once every 3 waves or something? Once every 3 bosses. Yeah.
Oh.
And all I did was focus it on the boss. Then they fixed it. They buffed it to where it actually tracks the boss and gives a damage bonus to the enemies surrounding the boss, making it useful, especially as an assist mod, or as in my case, run it as a primary because I only have a mythic dim core. So
me too.
Yep. But hey, 2-star Ampbot. Gotta love assist mods.
Honestly, I just want them to give us the substat presets we have already been told are coming.
What are those?
Oh yeah.
Wait, is that actually confirmed?
Yes. Well, Fuds is the one that said it was being worked on, so I'll take it with a grain of salt for now. Basically, it's like a preset. You know, your card presets, but for the substat.
You think that'll piss off the people that like have 2 like Tim cores and everything?
Probably. I also don't care. Because my second Dim core is only Mythic Plus and I can't use it.
That's greedy.
I mean, you got to look at it this way. Those people have had how much extra time to be at that higher level with those extra modules?
True.
Okay.
back
Hey
to the
guys,
catch up.
just quick, if you wanted to look at, I'm streaming it real quick, my rend. I just wanted to show you guys what not having Golden Bot does.
Oh.
Yeah, so here, during this point, right at this area, I had like around a 6x molt, and then I had respec'd it to get a better Flamebot, and so my Flamebot was like 4.4x, and so like I was getting more waves, but obviously I lost coins. And then when I respec to get a full Flamebot and completely ditched Golden Bot, I went from basically 3Q all the way down to like 1.3Q.
Wow, yeah, it's a big nerf. That's like 66% almost.
Have a good one, MCP.
Yeah, and then this is
MCP, thank
what
you for
my
coming
coins
by.
looked like after I got my Golden Bot back. I immediately jumped up to like 6Q, and this was back to like 4Q. So just a natural linear progression. I got like 2Q out of this. Obviously, this is what happened after Dissonance. But yeah, just that huge nerf, just going from like 4 to 3Q down to like 1.5Q is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, Golden Bot is really big.
I think the only time you would ever want to like disregard your Golden Bot would just to be like if you really have so much econ coming in that it doesn't matter anymore. But like, who really is getting to that point?
Yeah, when you get to that point, you already have like 3 bots maxed, you know? So,
Oh, so Sky.
yeah. So you might as well just
back
keep
at
it.
that back at that point, I was really close to getting keys, so I was willing to sack econ to try and get those keys, but obviously I failed.
So, yeah, and then it didn't even pay off, right?
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed for like 9+ days.
Hmm. Interesting. Oh.
Would you look at that? 3 hours came and gone. I guess time does fly when you're having fun, huh? If that the case.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Yeah, man.
800 more waves to go on this Disso run.
Dude, this is hilarious, man. Like, I'm doing my best like bonsai lad impression here. This is like comedy gold right here. Oh man. like I'm literally GC, but I got like bonsai lad numbers on the EHP at the moment. Dude,
Well, I mean,
dude, you should see when second wind pops. It's like 3Q a second on regen.
Yeah, I mean that Workshop Plus carries a lot more than you'd expect.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I think econ is definitely still important in a way, because enhancements are definitely, you know, they're worth putting into, especially for this with dissonant runs, that I could like respec and dump a ton into like one thing. Oh my god, so worth. I could probably run this in Legends League. Nah, I mean I get cooked, but yeah.
Yeah,
Birdo,
no,
I
you
agree.
would not get very far.
Yeah.
You'd probably get like 600, maybe 700 waves.
Yeah.
Then die horribly.
Oh yeah.
Especially since you don't get shit for regen.
Yep.
By the way, with the trade-off perk and the regen perk, you get a 52.272 bonus to regen.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a shitload of regen.
Yeah, bring out the regen, man. Where's it at? Bring out the regen buff.
You know, that's actually because we've talked eggs. I'm looking at going over to. I've been trying to transition more to
Mossy, good
Canada.
idea. I'll do that. I'll do that, Mossy. Because this is like what? How long did I spend? I spent 24 minutes. I'll be fine. We'll live. Do a tier 21 ultimate weapon dissonance run? Sure. Last time I got I got to wave 37 last time.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
hard.
it's hard. Yo, it's rough, man.
I haven't
It's
even
rough.
tried it on 21 yet.
I'm gonna use Rend Armor, I guess. I could use Death Penalty too, but I think Rend Armor is probably better. Let's see.
Rend Armor? You mean Havoc Bringer?
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna utilize Rend Armor on it. I'm saying.
Yeah.
But this time, I haven't. I ran it with the Pulsar. I'm gonna run it with Singularity this time.
Isn't that a cool update? When's the last time you used your Havoc Bringer before the update?
Honestly, in version 26, probably. I know like JP was big on Havoc Bringer back in like last year when we were doing like tier 11 and stuff.
Yeah.
Or tier 12.
I think I might have been using it as a assist mod at first, just because I didn't need. There was really nothing else.
I use it currently as my level 1 cannon for Orb Devo. That's what my Havoc Bringer is for.
Oh my God, Birdo, and I forgot to level up my armor assist, so I just got another level on it. Imagine the health what it would have been.
Whoa.
Oof.
Have you guys seen the Legends battle conditions yet?
No, I didn't even look.
Nah.
There's enemy attack speed, more enemies, boss ult, fast ult, range ult, energy shields down, damage decay, health decay, more bosses, more elites, more fleets.
Jesus, it gave you everything.
Dude.
A lot of those are standard.
Oh my God, dude.
Boss fast, range, and more enemies.
Dude,
Woo.
Boss
Yep,
Ultimate
it's another
is my
one
worst.
down the train.
Boss Ultimate is my worst battle condition. And it's funny because every time there's Boss Ultimate, everyone's always like bothering me when I stream like, oh, how many waves did you do, tags? Oh, you know, it's so annoying. Like, I want to do so bad this tournament. I want to do so bad. But
and you would do so much worse if you do EHB because that fast ult.
Yeah, fast
Well,
You
I
know
mean,
what?
fast ult can
Fortress,
be
let's
mostly
go.
countered by Chrono Field. That Chrono Field slow basically helps up until like past wave 1000.
Hold on, can we do anything else here? Whatever. What was I doing? Other perks.
But yeah, even just a 40% slow is like an extra 100 waves on average for me.
Man, I can't wait to get my next ultimate weapon. It's been so long.
I think I'm about to buy a stone pack.
Alright, someone said tier 21 ultimate weapon dissonance. Well, there goes nothing. Are the sliders still set?
Is that how many waves you're gonna get?
I mean, we'll see. We shall see. Oh no, the orbs are out of whack. Hold on. I'm gonna do. I'm pretty sure the energy net it hits here at 108 meters, so I'll just put them right there. Pretty sure. Oh, so much for that. We're cooked already. Yeah, and we are cooked. Oh, let
Jeez.
energy shield. Yeah, see, look, it's like there's no hope. Yo, this is so rough. I'll be lucky to crit down the enemies. Look at this.
That's insane.
21,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah, see, like, no ultimate weapons, you're cooked. You deserve yourself a stone pack. Ooh. Okay, we're alright now. Dude, the enemies are so fast. Oh my god, dude.
Put on wave skip.
Crap, did I leave it on? Oh yeah, it's on.
No, let's say make sure it's on.
But yeah, basic ult is the worst for EHP because you can't stop bosses from hitting your tower.
Oh, basic ultimate.
Yeah,
Judgment
just
boss
getting
ultimate.
like 4 or 5 bosses on your tower is worse. I mean, as long as you got like permachrono field, because then you can handle fast and ranged. But if you don't have it, then those are still a big issue.
Oh my God, Birdo.
I thought fast
Birdo's
ultimate,
funny,
I
man.
actually ignored the chrono field pretty much.
No. Even with 40%, I'm still gaining like an extra 100 waves just from pushing them back.
I could do tier 20 after this. It'll probably be a little bit easier. This is roughy though.
I've actually been enjoying the basic ultimate as long as it's paired with tank ultimate.
Yeah.
Just seeing the entire wall of tanks and then all the bosses just out in the distance, like just wanting to show up and never being able to. It's just funny to me.
That's a new one. Yeah, that was tough. Birdo said, have you tried just being better? I haven't tried that yet. I haven't tried that, sorry. Oh, man.
Here, I'll give you the bonsai line. Just, have you tried doing more waves?
Yeah. Yo, imagine that. Someone, they come to you, like, you go to them for help, and they're like, oh, have you tried doing more waves, buddy? And it's like, what? It's like, wait, what?
It actually worked for somebody else. They wound up rerunning the tournament or something, and they're like, "Yo, you know what? It actually did work."
It worked, yeah.
Well, what do you know?
Would you look at that?
Also, tags, riddle me this. Why
Uh-oh.
is enemy balance better for my defense dissonance run than not having it?
For your defense dissonance run, what are the modules that you're running for that run?
So I run Death Penalty, obviously, but then I would run Harmony Conductor and Dim Core. I would run G-Comp and Pulsar Harvester, and then I would run Negative Mass Projector and OA, because you can still use the extra orbs for defense dissonance.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I'm able to kill enemies better if I have enemy balance and rather than not having it.
I don't know, man. If you were running like oh, so Dr. Script said that you probably get your Death Wave health up more because of enemy balance. Maybe.
Well, you're doing a health dissonance, so...
Yeah, so you have 1 health
Oh,
anyways.
Never mind, yeah.
Yeah.
No health. I don't know. I could understand if you were running like Project Funding, but I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm thinking it's like some weird effect with like Dimension Core, like it needs to actually jump in order to hit the original enemy, because like they'll just sit on my wall or on my tower itself for like until all my energy shields disappear.
Well, you know
and then
what
just kill
also?
me.
You know what I just thought of? Because of enemy bounce, there's more enemies on the screen, so maybe more bounce shots too. So you're probably doing a lot more damage as well if you're running Chain Lightning, but I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. That's just... It's hard to say besides that.
You're just guessing.
Yes, I'm just guessing,
Yeah.
just like the song says. Oh boy. Perfect song for that situation.
All right, boys. I gotta head out though. Gotta wake up early. It was a pleasure, and I had a lot of fun, guys.
Of course.
Have a good one.
All right,
Enjoy the rest
TMs,
of the
thank you
stream,
for coming
man.
by, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, guys. Good night.
All right, have a good one. And then there were 8.
Head out a bit, probably.
You're heading out too, Greenie?
By the
All right.
way,
In a few minutes.
Okay.
highly recommend the movie The Hateful Eight. You have not seen
Ooh,
it?
I have not seen that in years.
Yeah.
That was a fun movie. You can't go wrong with Samuel L. Jackson.
Pops Mops, real quick. Pops Mops, I would not 5-star your dim core just yet. I would keep it at 4-star.
Yeah.
Something I wish I would have done was kept the 4-star dim core and just hoard the core mod and hoard them for the shards to shatter. That would have been so much better. But I 5-starred 2 of them instead, and now I can't do that. But now, whenever I get a module, I could I shatter it for free shards now. But if it's epic, but
hey, you got 2 earlier today.
Yeah, I figured I have 2. You know, what else do I need to save for? But well, no. One of the things I wish I would have done was save a generator. Keep a generator mod.
Oh, you mean like Greenie did?
Yeah, so that like every time you pull an epic generator, you could just like you shatter it, right?
Yeah. I remember seeing Greenie's monster and him and Crowbar's last progress update.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a bunch of these saved up.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta start my overnight run.
When are you planning to drop them? I'm actually kind of curious.
I don't even know. Never until they release new modules.
Or
once they
when you have no more
release new modules, probably. Like if there's a new generator that I can do the same thing with. You know what I'm saying? I cash out like all the ones I have for the generator shards, and then start that new one.
That one. Yeah.
Probably then.
That or you run out of room.
Yeah. Probably won't run out of room though.
Yeah, I've been spending all my gems the last few days just rushing the Ultimate Weapon Echo Lab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said it earlier in Greenie stream. Like my pass sheet, I rushed like the first 5 levels of the Ultimate Weapon Echo as soon as I got the chance. And now my path sheet is telling me to go straight from level 6 to 13 on it. Nothing else. No assist mod, no super crit, no nothing. Before that, in the attack section.
Greenie, you rushed 10 levels on each one, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I saw it during your stream. Yeah, I rushed 5 levels on all of them, but I'm currently working on level 14 of the Ultimate Weapon.
Is there a max gem rush on them or on the researchers, or not really when it gets too expensive?
Pretty much. I just I start the lab when I have enough gems. I rush it. At least while the lab is running, the needed amount of gems goes down.
I think the max is 25,000.
Not anymore. No, not anymore. Ever since they put out the gem rush multiplier, it's I think in the 7,000s. I want to say.
Oh, so it accounts for that. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, okay.
So gem rush efficiency, I think my highest one was the long one, and it was in the 7,000s. But obviously, it's dependent on your your lab speed and whatnot. Which Greenie, I did finally get my milestone.
Nice. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I got that on Saturday.
Does gem rush efficiency max out?
Congrats.
I mean, technically, yes, due to the limited number of labs.
I was just thinking, like, if there's like a hard cap on the efficiency itself, not dependent on labs.
Not that I'm aware of.
No.
Greenie?
No, I don't think there is.
Wait, Greenie, how big is your gem rush efficiency?
Let me see. I'm at 3.115.
3.115?
I got 2.9.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot.
Where am I at? Let me see.
With the gem rush efficiency? Hold on, I know.
3.1. Oh crap. 2.35. Yeah.
2.515.
Yeah, I'm almost to 8. I'm almost there. 2 more labs. Or 8. 3. Words are hard.
Words are hard.
So, like, if the gems required keeps on dropping, like, how many people are just going to rush the waves required lab at that point?
I mean, theoretically, yeah. I mean, as the game progresses and updates come out, they're going to add more labs. Those labs can be completed, increasing the gem rush. And I mean, theoretically, maybe. But I mean, even right now, with my gem rush efficiency, while lower than Greenie's, one level is like 7,000 gems. More than a week's of saving. So even then, it's still slow going on that particular lab. It would take time.
Speaking of the gem shop, has anyone noticed like the relics are different for each person?
Are they
Yeah,
really?
they fixed that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
my
fixed that.
baby account has like different relics compared to my regular, the gem ones.
So I actually did notice that earlier, and so I purchased, like, there was only like one of them that I was missing out of the 4 that they initially gave me. I reset the app, like I completely shut down everything from the background and everything, and then I relaunched the app. I got a whole new 4 to purchase from.
Yeah, none of the paid ones were any good for my HPS, but I bought them anyways.
I didn't even look at what they did. I just purchased them.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I forgot the 2% defense absolute.
Woohoo! You're rich now. Nothing's gonna touch you.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out now. It's good talking to
later,
everyone.
Greenie.
Good
All right,
session.
Greenie.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, man. You have a good night.
Yeah, see ya.
All right, see ya. All right.
I actually had like an interesting idea for defense absolute. Like
Now we're down to 7.
make it give you like a bonus amount of coins based on like your defense absolute level. So kind of like how coins per wave work, but just for like each time you get hit.
You know, that's actually another idea. I've seen a lot of people. Well, I'd heard people earlier today talking about adding health regen to the disco boost for defense. What about a defense absolute? 13 times? No, even then it ain't worth it.
I would like to see a rework the defense absolute. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Or
A rework would be
I forget who
ideal.
said it. Was it Zephyr? If they change the way they calculate defense absolute with damage, and if they make them calculated last, wouldn't that be a lot better for defense absolute?
I think it's already calculated last.
Oh,
No, it's like the 4th one in the list of like all damage reductions.
it's the 4th one. Okay.
Yeah, so like things like a Flamebot happen after it and stuff, and so you don't get like that full reduction from it. Like if you were to get all the reductions and then get the flat percentage or the flat number afterwards, you'd get like a lot more defense out of it.
I mean,
like at this point, I would just have it at like 2x, and then I'd be farming like tier 17, just blocking every hit.
Yeah. Especially you get a substat on that, 1000%.
Make it 2.
Yeah, with an assist mod.
I mean, mine's only 25% at the moment, but like, that's still an extra 250%.
I am almost done with this run. Wow, my damage has gone up over the. Oh,
I don't know how everybody else is
wow.
doing, but I'm literally just going down the line, starting from tier 1 all the way down on utility to as much as I can, and then now I'm going on health, and next I'll try ultimate weapon, and then attack. Just
I'm doing
getting
ultimate
all
weapon
done.
first. Hey, tags.
I'm doing the ultimate weapon all the way, as much as I can.
Remember earlier when we were calculating damage looking at our damage numbers for the ultimate weapon runs. My damage number was with no bonus from Berserker.
Okay.
Like I was at 1x, not even 8x.
Yeah, I was at 1x for tier 13, but yeah, tier 14, I did get 8x around like 4,600. But
yeah, I'm at 5.27 at 4,700.
So I don't think tier 15 I'll clear. I think I might have to do something different for tier 15. Maybe throw in health now. Or EHP.
I think I'll clear 15 because I still haven't even added demon mode.
Oh, I had demon mode on. I guess I just suck. Whoops. Ugh.
No, it's just
Sorry.
my damage masteries are higher than yours. They're all over 4.2.
4.2. Oh, you mean the dissonance?
No, I mean damage enhancements.
Oh yeah, I'm still in the 3s. So yeah, I'm like 3. 3.
Yeah, that makes it. Yeah, that makes a huge difference. Oh no, it'll be even easier once because I'm gonna go as high as I can, and then I'll switch over to attack, and once I do a bunch of those, it'll make the next ultimate weapon one easier.
Yeah.
But I'm slowly starting to approach a 5x multiplier with just my Echo on ultimate weapon.
Oh, what are my bonuses at? Hold on, let me check real fast.
I'm actually gonna do the same.
Let's see.
Echo is
boost and
3.9. Boost and Echo was on a tier I haven't done yet. My boost is 4.66.
Mine's is all over. Oh, 1. No.
But I also rushed
2.77.
Yeah, see, I rushed a lot of the lab.
Yeah.
Think I'll have another level of it done on Wednesday.
Oh, you know what I like too about this update? We never mentioned this earlier. The fact that you can close out of your game fully and go back in, and all of your ultimate weapons are still up.
Yes,
the game switched devices.
Oh yeah, they switched that up.
Yeah, they finally fixed it. I love it so much.
Not only that, but you don't lose a run anymore if your game crashes.
Yeah, that too.
That was
yeah. Now I don't die like 2,000 waves early in a farming run.
That's awesome,
right? Or even just a 1,000 waves early, where you're getting most of your coins in those 1,000 waves.
Well, for me, it's if my primordial collapse was down, I would not survive because I would need 46 seconds to get a black hole back.
Yeah.
And second wind only lasts 40. And that extra 6 seconds just would kill me every time.
Okay, all right. So that will conclude our V28 discussion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a thing or two or enjoyed the discussion. I had a good time myself. And yeah, thank you guys. And I will see you guys next time.